Hello, and welcome to episode 53 of
The Eldritch Podblast!
I'm Margaret.
I'm Jack.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Hello.
Happy 6 months.
6 months.
6 months of the podcast.
Not 5, not 7, 6.
6. That's quick maths.
It's
That's
the
what
number
that is.
that comes after 5 and before 7. I thought I messed it up. I second guessed myself and I shouldn't have because I had quick maths.
You had quick maths.
I did have quick maths.
Congratulations, everyone. We're here.
We're here.
We made it.
We made it.
6 months in. Same setup as when we did for number 1 month. What am I saying?
Was it 1 month where we did it?
Yeah, it was 1 month where we put
1 month.
the party hats on. We put this one up here.
Yeah.
Listen, we move so much more than we used to. Yeah, I know. That's not going to stay up there. There's absolutely not a chance.
I want yes or no in the comments. Is the party hat going to fall off the TV right now?
Party hats.
By the end of this video, is that party hat falling off the TV?
That party hat is
Say yes
not.
or no in the comments, and if you don't,
The party hat is not remaining. It surely is.
I don't want to tell you what the consequences will be.
But what?
There will be consequences if you don't say yes or no in the comments.
Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. What are the consequences? Give
No,
him a
you
hint.
can't tell him.
I'll give him a little hint.
It may have something to do with the blood of yours that I have.
Well, you heard the man.
Okay.
What do you think? So,
Slightly different setup.
Slightly different setup, yeah. Jack normally has the laptop and I normally have the iPad, but
Yeah. Neither of us have it.
Yeah.
The table has it.
the table, but
entity.
it's you. Technically, it's you.
You have the
you're
laptop
just
today.
holding the laptop.
I
Thank
hope
you.
you're ready to take notes.
Yeah.
Have you
got the notes app open for your apology and your grey hoodie?
and your grey hoodie and your grey sweater?
Yeah, different setup because today, for the 6 month anniversary, we thought it would be really fun to go back over some of our old clips and see how much we've changed, look over the different milestones. We initially were going to do it, so we were going to look over some of the opinions and the takes we had and see if our thoughts had changed, but I got so distracted when going through all the old videos.
It was tough to do because it was we couldn't do it where we wouldn't have to watch the entire take.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and you know us.
Which we
our
blabber.
takes are really long.
We blabber.
They didn't used to be.
Let
me tell you, our takes didn't used to be that long.
Well, they used to still be long, but I think we were a little bit more concise.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah.
Remember when we used to try and keep it within the hour?
Yeah, I do. And when we used to go over the hour, we'd be like, oh.
So sorry, everyone.
And now we're like,
more.
I know.
Give me more.
And now if we come away under 2.5 hours, we're happy.
If we come away under 2 hours, people are like,
that's a short podcast.
Well, that was short.
Yeah.
This one was short.
It's absolutely wild. And you know what? We kind of wanted this to be more of a celebration.
Yeah.
Instead of going through and kind of judging our old takes and stuff like that.
Tis why we have the party hat.
Exactly. Why party hat if not celebration?
Exactly.
You know. Oh. So
everybody like Margaret's eye makeup.
I did the Podblast
I was
colours.
going to paint my nails purple, but I ran out of time.
We completely forgot. You know what? I was going to do the same as well, and I completely forgot. Now you can just see my bare nails with foundation.
If I don't have my nails painted by next episode, everyone... Not next episode, because that's literally, today or tomorrow that we're going to film that. So...
No, you've said it now.
I don't have time.
Go on, what they're going to do?
Something to do with my blood. I'll give you a little bit.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah,
I don't mind.
Giveaway, Jack's blood.
Jack's blood giveaway. Like the video for
Jack's blood to be entered into the giveaway.
Oh,
but
dear.
yeah, this is just a celebration of the podcast and you guys and everything we've done so far. And I've compiled something a little nice to go at the end that I hope is nice. I hope it's not really
I haven't
lame.
seen the clips, so
yeah, Jack hasn't seen any of the clips. I kind of went through and found some clips, and yeah, they're kind of more like the evolution of from then till now. Because let me tell you,
it's been a journey.
It's been a journey, and there has been an evolution.
There has been, yeah,
over the course of 6 months. Listen, 6 months isn't a huge amount of time, really.
It's half a year.
It is half a year, but in the grand scheme of life, it's not that much of a long time. But geez, how much we've changed is completely unbelievable.
We have changed a lot.
Yeah,
we haven't with exactly the same people, but
we've opened up to you a lot. We've opened up to you a lot. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I have a pen. And that's all I want to say. Just so everyone knows, I'm going old fashioned today.
Oh yeah.
So my notes are pen and paper because I can't use the laptop and the iPad is not good for typing on.
Yeah.
So I've got my numbers, I've got my pen, so I'll be fiddling with it a lot, just so everyone understands.
Yeah, so everyone understands. He's the scribe.
Yes,
he's
the scribe.
Podcast scribe.
I'm the scribe.
This the elastic of this thing is stuck on my ear really badly.
Power through it, Margaret.
I'm good.
You have to power through it to celebrate.
I'll do it for you.
Are you having fun?
I'm having so much
Show
fun.
me.
Ah!
Okay, right. Now we're all having fun. Are you having fun? Show me you're having fun.
Show me your fun. Good.
It's not enough fun.
Oh, if this is your first video here, sorry. This is a really weird one for you to come into.
This is not weird. This is exactly how it is every week. I don't know why Margaret always says that.
It's going to be
like
weird.
This, for anyone who's new, this is, it's
yeah, like, no, this is what we're always like.
This is what it's like all the time.
Yeah, it is. Well, it wasn't. So, to be honest, there isn't much structure to this podcast. We have a campaign update to go over.
Yes.
Should we go over the campaign update in this or next week? Should we just get straight into this stuff or... What do you think?
Let's do it. Let's do the campaign update.
Let's do the campaign. Okay, yeah.
Let's do the campaign update.
We'll try keep it as succinct as possible. And you know what? Campaign updates weren't even things we started doing properly.
Yeah.
And, one of our friends, Sweet, I should have made a note. Sweetie went through and found out.
Sweetie is somebody from the Discord.
Yeah, Sweetie is one of our friends in the Discord.
Sweet Rogue.
Sweet Rogue. Sweetie Rat, I think he's called now.
Sweetie Rat.
He went and found out when we started doing campaign updates, and we briefly talked about it in 7 and 8, and then it wasn't until in the 20s when we properly started doing campaign updates.
In the 20s? So we've been doing it for 30 episodes
Doing it for
now.
a while, yeah, doing it for a while.
Wow.
So, let's get into this campaign update, shall we? Well,
update.
First of all, how is everyone? I'm so sorry. We just started talking about us. How about you? How are you doing? Good. The infection's back.
No!
So sorry.
No!
You should get that looked at. That conjunctivitis suits you.
The conjunctivitis.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
I haven't been doing much apart from
working and
playing Valorant, and that's on that, to be honest.
Playing D&D, playing Valorant.
Working.
That's
what our life looks like right now. Our sleeping schedule is all over the place, but you don't need to worry about that. That's not something you need to concern yourself over, unless you're concerned, in which case, thank you, but back off!
Get out of here!
Get out of here! Shoo! So, yeah, the campaign update.
Okay.
So, we finished last campaign update with Priestess turning Odiger into a vampire. Not Odiger. Vinriel. I keep doing this. Vinriel, our vampire hunter friend.
Vinny keeping it real.
She turned him into a vampire to help against forever killing the vampires.
And because she wanted to test her new powers.
Yeah, to see if she could do it with her parents.
When she got to do it with her parents.
Yeah.
If it would work.
Yeah. So that happened. The next day was D-Day, basically.
D-Day.
So we met up with Rayla's sister, Tova and Revna, and a few of the other moon druids, and we decided that they were going to stay above and they were going to deal with Fenrir's kind of minions and try thin them down, and we were going to go below and deal with Odiger, and then we'd all meet up at the top, and then we'd deal with Fenrir together, hopefully after some of the minions had been cold or whatever. So we say goodbye, we go down, do you remember last week I said we threw a man off a ledge and we lynched him? Weird that happened once, right? Stranger that it happened twice.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
It wasn't quite as brutal.
It wasn't quite
time.
as visceral. So when we were trying to scale up that stupid wall that we'd mentioned before, in the last update, we decided we were going to go back there because there was an entrance to the underground tunnels there. We once again struggled to get up the hill.
Priestess failed a stealth check.
And Priestess was seen.
So she began to get shot.
Yeah, from inside the cave. So the three of us, Rayla, Hermeta, and Igneous, they had managed to get up. And Priestess was fighting for her life down there, right?
Yeah, she was.
So we were like, okay, well, we need to bring them out. Not really thinking about the repercussions of what would happen if we brought them out. Because at this point, we weren't sure if the people in there were vampires or if they were people of Vanaheim or what.
It was just shooting Priestess.
Yeah, they were just shooting Priestess. So Rayla kind of pushes herself up against the wall and she thorn whips around the corner, manages to grab someone because she got a natural 20, and pulls them out.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it was a vampire.
Yes, and it's the middle of the day.
It's the middle of the day. Vampire had a real bad time.
It didn't have a great time.
Really, really, really bad time.
It began to scream in pain as its skin began to blister.
Yeah.
And it sizzled.
And we all just laid into him and then threw him down there.
Yeah, and then Margaret and Matthew decided that they would combine help action each other on the turns
to push him down the hill.
To push this person
to kick him down the hill.
And what I imagined was, when you were younger and you were on like the field, because it was like sunny in England, you got to go on the big field when it was sunny. Normally it was just the playground.
Yeah.
And what people would do when you were on the grass was one person would like get down behind them on all fours, and the other person would go in front of this person and to push them over. I imagine that's what you did to this vampire.
It was that juvenile, let's face it.
Pushed him down the hill, and he just tumbled as he sizzled and
he burned, and then he just turned into nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, back to the hill.
Yes.
That hill, man. We ended up doing it again. There was someone else in there.
Yeah.
There was kind of like a whole chase sequence. They were about to go and alert someone, so there was a chase sequence of us having to stop them. We did. It was fine.
Yeah.
There was another set of vampires in there collecting some blood from the drains.
Yeah. Because previously you'd seen tied up on crosses on the side of the road.
Drained, basically.
People had been slashed by Fenrir and drained into the sewer.
Yeah.
And the vampires were below collecting all the blood and feasting upon it.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah.
As you do in this dubious society, right?
This dubious society.
So, everyone's got to look out for each other.
Vampire society.
Yeah. So we deal with them, and then we are aware that the next room is probably Odiger. Now, just in case you don't know exactly who Odiger is the vampire that originally turned priestess against her will and ruined her fucking life. And Odiger is also the man who, when we made the mistake of going back to Manavik, Odiger charmed priestess to kill her parents and turn her parents. So the situation we were going into was very important for priestess.
Yeah.
Priestess, because she's a blood cleric, she can, when she has someone's blood, and she had Odiger's blood in her system, it was a whole thing, she was able to look through his eyes and see where he was and get his location.
Not see through his eyes, she can get his location.
Yes.
She'd force him to make a save.
Yes.
If she wanted
to look through his eyes. So she didn't force the save or anything. She we knew that he was in this room. And Rayla cast locate object on something that she had seen on Priestess's father and saw that the parents were also in the room as well. So we brace ourselves, we go in, and it's this weird setup of this like really massive room with like kind of like orchestral music playing, like gentle orchestral music. Very Vampire King, right?
Yeah, of course.
And there's like a big table set up.
There's many big tables, many coffins attached to the walls.
Yep. And Odiger is sat at the main table with Priestess's parents either side of him. And then there was 3 chairs on one side and 1 chair on the other side.
There was 4 chairs on both sides.
4 chairs on, pardon me, 4 chairs
3
on both
chairs
sides.
were taken up. Odiger, mother, father, spare chair.
Yeah.
On the other side of the table, there was 4 free chairs.
Yes. So we go in and we're kind of ready to scrap, right? But Abby was like, go along with it. Well, sorry, Priestess was like, go along with it. So all of us were like, okay.
We were going to invite you to sit down, didn't he? He said, come on, let's have a family reunion. Let's have a sit down and have a chat.
And Priestess was like, go along with it. So we were like, okay. We went along with it. And 3 chairs were pulled out. And we were like, okay, that's odd. And I think I did an insight check or something like that. And you said that Odiger and the parents looked really calm. Like, really calm.
Like, overtly calm.
Yeah. And, as Margaret didn't know what to make of that. But I said to Priestess, something's wrong with them. There's something going on. Priestess goes up and goes to take the seat. And then that's when we realized that the Odiger and the parents we saw were basically illusions. And the real Odiger and the parents were invisible. And they were waiting to ambush Priestess, which they did. So Odiger has pulled her seat out and he stabs her in the stomach. And we launch into the combat. And it was a really hard one because the objective, wasn't just kill the things. We didn't want to harm Priestess's parents. Priestess had said previously, I would prefer if you didn't kill them, but I understand that things go wrong and not everything goes like that. Like, you can if you really need to, but please try not to. So Rayla took Vinriel to the side as well and explained the situation, because I don't know if Vinriel fully knew the situation. Basically, it's firefighting the whole time. It's having to try and stop Priestess's parents from dying, but also stopping them from killing us. There was layer actions with bats. Odiger could teleport. There was a lot going on. It was a lot going on, and once again, poor Igneous. Poor Igneous bore the brunt of it.
Yeah, of course. Igneous bore the brunt of it.
He was very, very, very low for a lot of it. I don't think he went down, though,
nobody actually went down.
Nobody went down.
Igneous went low, Priestess went low.
Yeah, it was one of those fights where, like, because there was extra objectives, it was really difficult to decide what you were going to do, and there was a lot of rounds, I feel like, where we didn't want to do anything to harm, so we kind of held actions and did all these things and grappled, and it was a whole thing. Odiger phased. We had seen him last time we had fought him. He turned into this like, nasty fucking bat thing.
Yeah, if anyone's played The Witcher 3, he's like a Katakan from The Witcher 3.
It's hideous.
He's like a nasty looking Batman.
Yeah.
not Batman.
Not the Batman.
Like a man bat.
A man bat.
Basically, yeah.
A man bat.
He has like, I gave him like shriek attacks and things like that, where if you failed, you were paralyzed. And
we all failed.
You know, in The Witcher, if you played it, like they can sort of do this like black and white like shift thing. So when he takes a swipe, he gets to move 10 feet. Like with a teleport.
Right.
So he's extremely mobile.
Yeah.
Like very hard to pin down. Sentinel doesn't work on him because he's not moving, he's teleporting.
Yeah.
So basically, throughout the fight, TRP's parents just generally got low.
Yeah.
Through AoE attacks, through opportunity attacks, through just everything.
Yeah.
And as soon as like Odiger was low,
he realized that he was going to lose this fight.
Yeah, he realized it was probably a losing battle. His plan always was to do exactly what Priestess did to him.
Yeah, to torture Priestess as much as possible.
Because, well, Priestess killed his dad.
Yes.
Earlier in the campaign. So as soon as they got low and he phased, he switched his attention to TRP's parents.
Yeah, we're also kind of forgetting the conversation that was had before the combat kicked off, actually. Priestess just asked him the question. She was like, because Priestess is a vampire, but she doesn't succumb to the vampire issues.
Yeah, she's not like sensitive to sunlight. Rushing water.
Doesn't need to like feed, basically. Because Fafnir had gifted her an amulet that basically stopped those side effects. And last time we fought Odiger, we had seen that he had a similar amulet. And Priestess just said, like, listen, we can kill each other all we like. We're going to do that. But before we do, let me ask you a question. And Odiger, being, you know, like the arrogant, like, prideful,
extremely arrogant,
like vampire count he is, was like, okay,
yeah,
ask away.
He's more than happy to like play in battle. He likes to fool around. He likes to, you know, like provoke. Mock. He's very just stereotypical bad guy. Loves to monologue.
Loves to monologue.
Almost too much sometimes. It's very good. I like him very much.
Yeah, I like him too. And she said, where did you get your amulet from? Like, I know that you had made a deal with someone to have this. What was it? And he obviously wouldn't tell us. But yeah, that was just like a bit of information that's important to the end of this update.
What? Plot twist at the end of the update?
Plot twist at the end of the update. And anyway, he phases and he's at the point where he knows he's going to lose, so he wants to inflict as much damage as possible. And he moves into the space that Priestess's dad is in. And they give each other like a nod. And Odiger lays into the father, right? With the intent to kill. And there was this moment where you described it as it was the dad's turn. And he took his turn. Like, he's laying on the floor and he's bleeding out, and he turns to Priestess and he says, I just want you to know that, like, I'm really proud of you. Has his final word. Odiger kind of gave him the nod to do so, which kind of suggests to me that it was either Odiger being like, well, you've been a good pawn, you can say what you want, or being like, you can torture her a little bit more by saying this.
Up for interpretation.
Up for interpretation. He said it, and Odiger kills him.
Yeah.
Odiger flat out kills him, uses all of his actions as legendary to kill him, basically. So that was worst case scenario. Well, it wasn't worst case, that was half worst case scenario, because her mum is still kicking around.
Yeah, so
right?
he immediately teleports to the mum.
Yeah. So once Dad is dead on the ground, he teleports to the mum, and he tries to start doing that as well. I can't fully remember the sequence of events that led us to...
It all started going wrong where he got his shriek.
And we all failed it.
He could basically take one attack and do a shriek. Or he could do like 3 attacks in his turn. He took one attack, teleported 10 feet into the middle of you all.
Yeah.
Shrieked.
Yeah.
And it was a 30 feet.
Got everyone.
It's like I don't know if you've seen it's basically like a trill from like the ice worms, the great worm things, the ice version. Basically, if you lose, you're paralyzed. Every single person on the battlefield failed, apart from TRP, I think.
Yeah.
So
we all missed a turn.
Everyone missed a turn, and while that was happening, he was that's when he killed the dad. That's when he moved over to the mum.
Yeah.
And it just all went wrong in one turn.
It was bad, and also,
and that's D&D, baby.
Yeah, that's D&D. That's how it goes.
It looked like it was actually going quite well.
Yeah, until that
moment.
Yeah. And again, it was one of those moments where everyone went completely silent, and everyone, you could see that everyone was trying to work out every possibility that they could do. Those are like my favorite moments in the game, right? When everyone's like, "Oh no!"
Josh was polymorph, and now he's a large ape.
Now he's a big ape.
Abby had cast Guardian of Faith, and she was still under it.
It was a whole thing. We also had only 1 diamond, so no matter what, however that fight went, we could only use Revivify once, regardless of who had gone down. So it was a wild rush, basically, to end Odiger before he ended the mum. I can't remember the sequence of events.
Abby got the final blow.
Abby got the final blow, which was very poetic. Very poetic.
Which was very poetic.
And
no fudging. Just how it goes.
She went up to him and she staged it as she walked over, as he's dying, and he turned back into a man, he lost his weird bat form. And she leant in, and she was holding him, and she just grabs his throat and rips his throat out.
Yeah.
And as she does, she looks him in the eye, and she just goes, "Pathetic little man."
And as she said that, he into the mist, as they do.
Yep, because yes, I had forgotten that vampires have to be killed twice,
so,
basically.
In this moment, we had father down.
Yep.
Moments ticking away on his Revivify.
Yes.
Mother's still alive.
Yeah.
Still very
hostile. Yep.
Odiger floating away towards his resting place.
Yeah, so we're
need to be killed properly.
Yeah. Thankfully, we had 24 hours to kill Odiger after he went back to his resting place. We thought.
You thought.
We thought.
It didn't take that long last time.
Oh, God. But, we I think Josh cast
Sleep.
Oh no, yeah, Matthew had the sleep glove.
Matthew has a glove where he can smack people with it, and he can put them to sleep.
Yeah. He put them to sleep, which was only a minute, by the way. But we had things to deal with that when she woke up. Priestess runs over to her dad, and she starts casting Revivify on him.
Yeah.
And you were like, only one person is allowed to help. Rayla, the second she saw that this had happened, dropped out of wolf form and ran over to be with Priestess.
Yeah.
So Rayla helped, and Rayla tried to help by trying to cast fear on him, but fear, the fear of dying.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to show happy moments between Priestess and him, and that it would be, it would be horrible to leave that. I failed.
Yeah,
I got a natural 1 on it, so I didn't.
A natural 1, so that didn't help.
Didn't count as a success.
Abby did her thing. I can't remember what Abby did. What'd she do?
I can't remember quite exactly what Abby did.
It was a bit of a blur, to be honest.
It was a bit of a blur. It was a bit of a panic. But Abby, no, she didn't.
Oh, she did. She cut her hand and she began to
and she
turn him into a true vampire.
Yes, yeah. So she succeeded on that, and then she rolled the check, and she was one off. She was one off failing.
So the only other person who helped.
Oh my God!
The reason why only one person could help, not 2.
Yes, was because when Abby was doing it, you described it as a small, gentle, delicate hand like came over Priestess's, and Priestess looked up and she saw a figure in a cloak with a beaked mask on,
like a half masquerade mask, like white at the top with like a long beak.
Yeah,
and she's got like a feminine jaw. And it was Fafnir.
It was Fafnir. And again, from like a couple of updates ago, we had learnt that Fafnir and Priestess had parted ways, and she was no longer a priestess of Fafnir anymore, and her faith had gone. But in this moment, Fafnir came and was like, I'm really sorry that I haven't been here, and this is like my final gift to you. This isn't goodbye forever, but this is goodbye.
Yeah, it was basically like, even though you are no longer a priestess of Fafnir, like, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate everything that you did for me.
Yeah.
You know, you spread the good word. You
converted some people.
Helped as many people as possible.
Yep.
And, you know, like, it was me that let you down. And this is my way of saying sorry.
Yeah.
And, you know, she did what she did.
Yep.
She rolled. She succeeded.
Yep.
So the DC was 6.
Yeah, DC was 6. Abby rolled a 7.
It's always so close.
And you know what? Had that roll have been for Priestess or Igneous, because they had both gone down before, they would have died.
Yeah.
The Revivify wouldn't have worked.
Gone up by 2, so that Revivify wouldn't have worked.
So
just death is very real.
Yep. Skin of her father's teeth.
Yes.
To be honest.
But he is back.
He is back, and Priestess said immediately to him, where is he?
Yeah. In Fafnir's little ceremony that she did, she had cast Quell Thirst.
Oh, I see.
Upon the father.
Right.
So that wasn't something that they needed to do straight away, because if he'd have been brought back, he would have
still been hostile to us.
So she that's what she did.
Yeah.
So he is thirstless.
Yep, he is thirstless.
But alive.
The
mother is still asleep.
Yep. Priestess says to him, where is Odegar? Dad points out to one of the coffins in the room.
Vinriel and Humetta had already gone over.
Yes, they'd followed the smoke. And Priestess said to Rayla, like, protect him. So Rayla stays with the dad.
The mum's tied up by Igneous, I think.
I don't know if we've ever told you Priestess's real name. I don't know if it's ever come up in the podcast. And we only found out, like, not too long ago.
It was when we went to Manavik.
It was when we went to Manavik. Priestess's real name is Mirkala.
Mirkala, yeah.
And Rayla just turned to her dad and said, I'm a friend of Mirkala, and I'm going to sit with you and protect you. And he was like, oh, it's nice that she has such lovely friends. God bless him. So Priestess goes over. They open the coffin. There's the weird little, you know when Voldemort dies and he's that weird little baby fetus thing? That's how I picture him.
I mean, he was full size still, so.
This nasty little freaky bat, basically.
Yeah, this nasty Batman.
Nasty freaky man bat. And Priestess turns to...
He's got his collar on. He's got
the amulet on still.
It's the only thing that he's still got on.
Yeah, Priestess turns to Humetta and says, do you have one of your daggers? And Humetta gives it to Priestess. And she says, for Grindel. Because I think in that moment, I had forgotten at least that the whole reason Grindel had fallen and everyone was eating each other and all that is because of Odegar. Odegar and his minions or whatever, and the cult at the time of Fenrir, they had gone around and they had put sigils on the houses that drove people mad.
They trialed it. Trialed some stuff, and that's what was happening when you first got to Garland.
Yeah, so that was a really nice sentiment, I think. For Abby to think of that. And she stabs Odegar. She kills him dead.
Yeah, she does.
She ends him, and he dies.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's left is the necklace. So, Priestess, being curious about what this amulet is, because again, this is what had allowed Odegar to walk in the sun. This had allowed him to have all the benefits. He'd obviously had some form of a patron, in the same way that Priestess kind of did with Fafnir and hers. She picks up the amulet, and Jack's like, can you make me, is it a charisma saving throw? Listen, Priestess ain't the most charismatic out here. Let's be honest, she fails. And Jack was like, okay, stopped the music, everything changed. We had no idea any of this was coming. We were just assuming this was just going to be a fucking fight
She stood up, she'd picked up the necklace, she'd turned to Himeta and said, commit me charisma saving throw. And Himeta looks at her. Tiapi looks up, looks directly in Himeta's eyes. She puts the necklace on and she disappears.
Yep.
And everyone was like...
And you were like, can you, like, you, like, turned the music off, you dimmed all the lights, we put on, like, the flickering lights. And you said that Priestess was suddenly in, like, this dark cave. And I wonder if any of you are going to get this from the description. There was dripping. And it was, like, dingy and dark. And Priestess, as she was stood in this corridor, saw, like, a shadow figure of, like, a creature that didn't quite know what it was. It was all on all fours, and it kind of, like, swept past her. And then a kind of, like, eel-like, snake-like shadow also
crept along the walls above her.
And then finally...
They were like these... They looked like them, but they were, like, shapeless.
Yeah,
they were like, grey.
It was like, you described them as, like, they didn't know what they were.
They were, like, changing, evolving at the same time, but they were always, like, quadrupedal or, like, serpent-like or something like that.
And then you described the final one as, like, a feminine figure. So...
Made out of flame.
Yeah. So Priestess was like, what's going on here?
They all just, like, passed her in the corridor, paid no mind to her.
Yeah, just, you know, like, wandering spirits, basically. She continues down the corridor.
As she hears.
Dripping.
A laugh.
Yes, she hears.
It almost, like... What's the word?
Maniacal?
No, it's not maniacal. Can't remember what word I used. It was hysterical.
Okay.
It's like it was like a hysterical laugh.
And you described this as looking like somewhere someone would be held if they were being tortured.
Mm.
I knew from the second you had said dripping, I knew exactly who was here.
Mm.
But that's only because I know a little bit of, like, the lore about it. And Priestess goes in and she is met, and there is a small, like, circular room, and there was a small stool, and someone sat on the stool, and they were chained to the stool, and there was, like, a window out into...
An oval window.
Yeah, and it was, like, shutting and opening and shutting and opening. And how was it shutting and opening?
From, like, top down and bottom up. So it, like, shut and then open.
Like a blink.
Like a blink.
Did I just work something out then?
You did.
Oh. Sorry, I think I just worked something out then.
Yeah.
It opened like a blink. I was just thinking then, I was going to say it was like an eye, and then I was like, it was opening and shutting. Interesting. I don't quite know what I've worked out there. I could hypothesize right now.
You could hypothesize.
Odin? I could hypothesize. Anyway, sorry. She goes in, and then she sees a figure with long, dark hair, wearing green...
Wearing like a like forest green tunic, like leather tunic, nicely well made.
Had a headband on that had horns pointing up.
Isn't it? It wasn't a headband.
What was it? Was it just horns pointing
just
up?
Horns.
Just horns.
Long dark horns that both came out and curled up.
I'm sure you'll know who we're talking about now. And Priestess says, "Who are you?" And he turns around, and he is, like, bemused at the fact that she is there. Like, sees that she's wearing the necklace, and he's like, "Well, that was his. That's not yours." And he's like, "Well, don't you know who I am?" And she's like,
First
"No."
of all, it says, "Do you know who they were?"
And she's like, "No."
It says, "Do you know who those people walking the corridor were? They're here every day."
And he was like, "I know who they are."
I feel like I know who they are, but they just keep slipping my memory.
Yeah, I can't put a finger on it.
And he says, "Do you know who this is?" And he points at the image. And he's like, normally he's having breakfast, but today he's doing something different. He is, like, out of his mind. He is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He is, like, almost schizophrenic in a way.
Yeah.
And he, like, tries to approach her, and the chain, like, locks and stuff like that.
It's only Loki.
It is Loki.
It's only Loki. And Loki, if you don't know, is kind of the missing puzzle piece right now, because we have seen Angerboda, his wife, we have seen his children. And the whole time, I in particular was like, where the fuck is Loki? And if I'm hypothesizing correctly, he is now we knew that Odin had a plan to unite everyone, and something had gone wrong somewhere. Now I'm hypothesizing that maybe Loki is stuck in Odin's mind, or he has been merged with Odin and he is seeing through Odin's eyes. Because he normally has breakfast now. So, I don't know. Sorry, that's just me hypothesizing right there then.
Exciting, huh?
And I feel like that was the missing puzzle piece. And then they kind of have a conversation. And she's like, "Where are we?" And he's like, "I don't fucking know." And he's lost his mind. He is like racked with insanity at this point.
Teetering on the edge.
Yeah, he is insane. He can't remember anything. And then you say, "Make one more charisma saving throw." She gets a natural 1.
Of course she does.
And he's like, "Oh, okay." And she disappears. And you describe it as she leaves, knowing that she knows something, but not knowing what it is. And I cannot tell you how much that rustled our jimmies.
Oh, you were
we were shell shocked.
Yeah,
we couldn't believe it. We could not believe. And again, maybe at the time I wasn't putting the pieces together that I am now. But yeah, and he can't remember his children. I'm assuming he can't remember his wife. I think he's buddied up with Odin for some reason, and we don't quite know why. Who put him there? He is obviously insane, and he is being tortured by being in there, and he is now seeing through, I'm assuming, Odin's eyes. Why? Who knows? Find out next time.
Probably not next time.
So that's our campaign update. How long was that?
A long time.
Oh, I tried to keep it succinct.
It's only 36 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's not that bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I was trying to keep it succinct.
I mean, most of that session was a fight.
Most of that session was a fight. And then we had the fucking wild plot twist at the end. So yes, we'll keep you updated on that. I think we're kind of creeping up to some of the last sessions now, really.
Yeah. Well, we've got to
to be fair, we've left the session with that happening.
Yeah.
Priestess comes back into the room. We still have to deal with her mother, who is still hostile.
Yeah.
The father's stabilized now as well, and then we have to meet up with my sister and the druids and go deal with Fenrir.
Yeah.
And then I think that's kind of going to be the closing chapters. I think, to be honest. So exciting times, sad times, but exciting times.
Exciting and sad times at the same time.
Yeah, I'm excited to get that last puzzle piece. Finally have the answer to what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I tried to keep that a little bit more succinct than I usually do. I don't know how much of a good job I did. You know what?
You did a great job.
I think it's because watching back some of these old videos, we were succinct.
Were we?
Yeah, succinct.
Were we?
Yeah, very much so.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, well, so shall we get into Shall we get into the main things?
Woo,
so
baby.
Yeah, this is just a compilation of not everything, obviously, from 1 to 52, because there's no way that we possibly could fit all of that in.
No.
I think I have 20 clips. I don't know if we'll get through all of them.
Yeah.
Just interesting clips that just throughout that kind of show how the podcast has changed, because my God, it has changed. And
yeah.
I know we're going to say this at the end. I know that's the whole point, but this journey has been wild and fast. And insane.
It's still the other day when we were in the watch party watching episode 51, 52. And we were like, oh, we're going to break 3,000 subscribers today. We broke 3,000 subscribers. And then immediately we were at 3,050.
Yeah.
And it's like...
It's insane.
It's just insane,
and
how fast the... Because, yeah, I mean, it's not like... It's so fast growth for such a small channel. Such a new channel.
Yeah, it is. And again, it's because of you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
And going back through these videos, obviously I took a look at the comments, and there's still some people... The absolute OGs. Sephi is like an absolute OG who was there from video 1.
I know,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people who were with us from 1 who are still with us now and still interact with us regularly.
It's crazy.
And it's crazy.
We just love you. We say it all the time, but we just want to reiterate this channel. It's the same as always. It's literally nothing without you.
Oh my God.
We would be making videos and posting them to no one, but
into the void, yeah.
You guys make it so enjoyable, and we're still doing it. We're still doing 2 videos a week, and like the Discord has grown and the TikTok has grown. And like, we've got 700 listeners on Spotify.
Yeah, and we've always said from the beginning, all we wanted was like a sense of community, right?
I feel like we've got that and
oh
way
my god,
more.
we've got that tenfold. And there's kind of
750 people in that Discord.
I think there's kind of a moment where we realize how, like, not that you were never important, but how important our community is and how supportive and big and inclusive and welcoming our community is, which is all we ever wanted.
It's all we ever wanted. We just wanted a place for all of you to feel comfortable and like be able to like, oh, dog nearly knocked over the light, of course. Wouldn't be a Podblast if we didn't.
Yeah.
You know, like a community in the Discord where people can like help each other and talk to each other and make campaigns together.
Yeah.
And just like generally chat about life and music and all sorts, because you're in there knowing that you aren't going to get racially abused. You aren't going to get homophobically abused or anything like that. You aren't going to get any sort of like out of left field, like, whoa, because it is hard to be online. And
it is.
Trust me and Margaret, bloody hell, trust us. We try to make friends online in communities and games that we've played, and every single time we think we've made a friend, they'll do something homophobic, they'll do something racist
or sexist. It's a terrible feeling.
So, like, to be able to create a space, an online space of people who just love D&D and want to just be good people together, that's all we ever wanted.
It is.
And
Truly
man,
it is.
It's
And we
so
have it.
Great.
We have it.
We do.
And we're here. So, shall we?
And you can have it too.
Yeah.
And thanks for making it what it is so far.
Thank you.
We truly cannot thank you enough.
We can. And it feels like we say thank you so much, but it's like, I never want to not say thank you.
I know. I never want to get to the point where I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, because we do. We really appreciate every single comment, every single like, any interaction whatsoever. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And man, 6 months has come so fast.
6 months. I remember the first day we recorded.
I remember the first day we recorded as well, and it's insane. And we never thought any of you would give a shit.
Seriously,
like seriously, we didn't
were like,
think you would.
Like after a year, we might like begin to like get a couple of followers and getting a little bit of traction. We just gotta like keep putting out the content.
Yeah.
And like we put out the content, and immediate people were like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yeah.
We were like. It's just insane.
It is
like,
insane.
And I feel like super lucky. #blessed.
#blessed.
#blessed. Feeling #blessed.
Yes.
But like without fucking being stupid, like I do genuinely feel like super lucky.
Yeah.
To be where we are after 6 months.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
oh my god,
like,
definitely. Could you have ever foreseen when we filmed that very first episode where we would be in 6 months?
Especially watching it back.
God. Well. Shall we get into it? Shall we watch some? So this might be editing hell.
I'm going to try and do my best with my sheet of paper and my pen.
I'm going to do my best to edit this in a way that isn't janky.
Going old school, baby.
We might be janky, who knows? Shall we just watch the first one?
Yeah.
So, this is from episode 1. Hi, welcome to Eldritch Podblast, a D&D inspired podcast. I am your host, Margaret.
And I am Jack.
Welcome to episode 1.
Episode 1, baby.
First of all,
couple of things.
it's the mics. So it's giving nothing.
It's giving it's giving struggle.
It's giving scared.
It's giving
It's giving like, trembling.
First of all, why am I holding the mic?
Well, so someone in the very early days of TikTok left a comment being like, I like the ASMR mic versus the stadium announcer.
It's got like echo on it. And I'm holding it and you can hear me just going.
Honestly, that whole first video and a couple after, you are just mouth breathing into the mic.
But it's because I didn't, right, your SM58.
Yeah.
That's a natural pop shield on it.
Yes.
Like it's built into the mic, so you don't really need a pop shield with it. Obviously, we put a pop shield on it as well in the next episode.
Yes.
But mine needs a pop shield, doesn't have one, also getting held in hand.
And like we didn't understand like mic gating.
Didn't have any gates on.
Didn't understand
didn't
any
have
of
any
it.
EQ.
Didn't have an EQ
didn't
on
have
it.
Any compression.
We had one studio light.
We had one studio light that is shining on Margaret and not me. That's why I'm so shadowed. That's why you can see the left side of me is really light and the right side of me is filled in shadow.
You know what? That mic, Jack's brother does music production, so all the equipment is Jack's brother's.
Yes.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
And we had one really good mic, and I yearned for that mic all day, every day.
Both of those mics are really good. That mic that I'm holding is actually a fantastic mic.
Just the execution of it.
Like when I was a singer, when I was in a band, that was the mic that I took to every show. Because that is a great mic. It's like, maybe not quite as good as the SM, but like, look at how badly it's lit. Look how dark it is.
You know what? I kind of actually like the dark vibes.
It?
Yeah, a little bit.
I hate it.
I kind of like the dark vibes.
I hate how dark it is.
And
we don't have our little...
we don't have the bar lights yet. Don't have the bar lights. And like, I can see how uncomfortable I'm sat.
My phone is there.
Like, my hands are like... We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Like, just roll it back to where you say hello. Like, just remember what we said in this episode.
Oh my god. Hi, welcome to Eldritch Podblast, a D&D inspired podcast. I am your host, Margaret.
And I am Jack.
Welcome to episode 1.
Episode 1, baby.
This is our first time doing this, so I don't think either of us really know what to expect.
No. Great commentary, Jack.
We have quite a good lineup, I would like to think. We want to talk about the OGL. We have created some AI bot dungeon crawls. Well, not necessarily dungeon crawls. More like combats.
Well, I don't know. This is the thing. Margaret's done all the prep, and I'm supposed to just be like surprised. God, I am so awkward.
Well, yeah, you are going to be surprised.
Well, I am going to be surprised.
And then we are going to round up the episode with everyone's favourite, Am I the Arsehole? D&D edition.
Nice. I love how you're holding your hands.
God. I am clenching my hands. I am so nervous. I'm clenching my hands. Like, that is...
Goodness gracious,
God,
me.
you know what?
I can tell there, I'm desperately wanting to be me.
Yeah,
but I'm so scared to be me.
Yeah.
I'm
and
like,
we're both talking really quietly because we didn't understand mic gating. So when we did the tests, we were picking up each other up.
Yeah.
And God, like, we are so reserved. We say this every single time.
Reserved.
We are so reserved in that first clip.
We
are like different people.
Desperately trying not to be ourselves.
Desperately trying not to swear. Desperately trying to be like professional YouTubers.
Yeah, we're trying to be professional YouTubers.
Yeah.
Margaret's like, hello everyone. And now she's like... But I think that just comes with time, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? Like, yes, okay, it doesn't look great. It didn't sound good. It sounded objectively bad.
It sounds dreadful.
But for like a first video, like, you can tell that we had like put the thing on the TV and we had set the lights up and you could tell we were really trying.
We were trying. I think we were trying. It's cute. We're trying our best.
It is. And you know what? Like, I don't want to do this thing of like slagging us off because how are we to know? Like, it's always going to be like that. It's always going to be like that. And how are we to know? And geez, you know what? The AI thing. Man,
like, as if like... Obviously, we don't allow any AI stuff in our Discord.
No, we don't do any AI stuff now.
Because we know how harmful it can be to, especially in this community. We've got so many artists and so many self-employed people, literally ourselves, by the way.
Yeah.
And like I think we were just trying to do something that was popular at the time.
We were.
And 6 months ago, like, AI generated this, that super popular? Yeah.
And like ChatGPT was just kind of becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And we were trying to hit the algorithm in a way where, yes, we knew we weren't going to get loads of clicks, obviously, because we were a new channel, but we were trying to fit in somewhere.
Yeah.
And that is just so not us.
No,
that's so not us.
Not.
Like,
but, you know, we were just trying to like dip our toes in. Like you said, because we weren't going to get a lot of natural traffic because we didn't have any subscribers. So we were trying to get people to like find us through some of the means.
2 topics in a video could never now.
2 topics in one video.
2 topics in one video.
We used to do that. Yeah. We used to be like, oh, we'll talk about this, and at the end we'll do some
there'd be
stuff.
2. Yeah, and you know what? The Am I the Assholes? So, you know, we already kind of...
Yeah.
We kind of knew what we wanted to go into. We were just... testing the waters.
Testing the waters, dipping our little toesies in.
So this is the end of episode 1.
Okay.
This is how we signed off in episode 1.
God, I'm so scared.
Write it down, Jack. Write it down for me, please. Right, this is the sign off. And on that note, well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. First ever podcast.
I really enjoyed it. It was really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I really sound like I mean it.
Fun.
I'm excited to do another one already.
Yeah, me too. So, tentatively, our uploading schedule is going to be every Monday and every Thursday. We stuck to it.
Our little dog's crying.
You can hear the dog crying in it. You can hear the dog crying.
It's probably because we've got no gates now, Mike.
To the end of our allotted time slot with the dog.
Yeah, the time that we're allowed to be away from him. You finish up. I'll just go and tuck him.
Yes.
See you later, guys.
Jack just. I can't even.
He
gets up and leaves.
See how gently I'm getting up.
Yeah. No, that's going to be our proposed schedule. We're going to do everything we can to keep up with that. If you want to keep updated with us, oh my god, this is pain. Like the video, comment on the video. It helps more than you would ever know. We have a TikTok. We have a social media. Find us wherever.
Oh, that's good information.
In the description. Thank you very much for joining us. We have been the Eldritch Podblast.
Eldritch Podblast. Thanks a lot.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Yeah, why was I like that? You know what? I think I was like, I didn't want to seem like I was shilling ourselves too much. Do you know what I mean?
And now we're like,
1,000 likes when?
1,000 likes when? 1,000 comments when?
Yeah, I think there's like kind of like a stigma around, or maybe I was making a perceived stigma of like not wanting to shill yourself and not wanting to ask for things too much. But listen, this is our job. We have to.
Yeah. Like,
that's how it is.
And, you know, I don't know. I think that's a very like...
it's a very 2014 approach to it, I think. Yeah. Nowadays,
I'm
it's
sorry
like...
to ask, but if you could, it's like, fucking subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe now.
And, you know, there's going to be a day, I hope, where we get sponsors. And you better believe we are getting that paycheck from sponsors. Oh, my Lord.
You got to do it. Like, the thing is, it's like, everyone's like, Raid Shadow Legends, come here and pay me money. I'm taking the sponsorship. I don't care. I don't care. Like, the thing is, it's like, if I have to do this, if like I have to do those things to be able to do these things.
Yeah, to give you better.
You've got to take the sponsorship to be able to create the content.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's like,
absolutely.
HelloFresh come knocking on my door. Every day of the week, mate.
Listen, we used to regularly use HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Regularly. So
Raid bot shadow people. I'm doing it.
Give me that paycheck.
Give me it. You know, it's like the thing is, it's like it is hard to get paid in this space. It's so hard to get paid in this space.
Yeah.
YouTube do not pay you a lot of money.
No, they do not.
TikTok pay you
nothing
even less.
Nothing.
Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, we get quite a lot of views now with TikToks.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
I got paid £13 the other day on TikTok. £13.
Yeah. It's you know, which I understand. Like, you know,
I don't understand TikTok. It's a disgrace.
Oh no. I understand to some people £13 is still better than nothing. Right?
£13 is
better
than nothing.
But yeah,
to get like millions of views.
Yeah.
Like the Crosshour TikTok, we have millions of views.
Yeah.
£13.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And I'm not scoffing at it. The fact that we can make money off it's great. But it's like TikTok should be ashamed of itself.
Yeah, I know.
For how little they pay.
I know. But that's the whole point, isn't it?
Well, it's just a joke.
And it's wild to think that back then I was nervous to even shill our social media when now, like, I don't know why I thought that was a problem.
It's just you don't. It's tough, innit? You
don't
understand. You don't know and stuff like that. And just like we've only been doing it 6 months, so you know. We are, like,
God, we don't.
Seasoned veterans.
No. We are still total noobs, but like, you know, it's crazy, like how much you learn just from doing.
Yeah.
Like we still don't know. Again, total noobs, but like we know what we can say, what we can't say. We understand like the uploading schedule. We stuck to the uploading schedule.
We did stick to the uploading schedule. We have not missed a day.
We have not missed a single day.
I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm really proud of us.
Yeah, no, me too.
The thing is, it's like we still do it because obviously we enjoy it.
Yeah,
like, I enjoy... The thing I enjoy the most, I must admit, is sitting in a watch party. Like, and just talking to people and like them giving their takes.
Yeah,
totally. And we literally just like comment on our own video with our fans.
Yeah, it's
in
really
the Discord.
Nice.
I do love doing that.
I do too.
It's so much fun.
That's my favorite part of it.
You know, and just it's just great, and just interacting with people on the Discord. It's just so much fun.
Agreed. And I love how you just got up.
I love how I just got up and left.
You just got up and left. Like, you were like, I'm going to deal with the dog
2
now.
2 minutes, guys. I'm just going to do it. And I was just like, you just sort it out, Margaret.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm fighting for my life. I love how even in episode 1, the dog was giving us issues.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yep, love that.
He'll never stop.
Could you pull the clock forward so I can see it? Because I can't see. I have no perception of time or how long we're taking on these things. Oh, no. Oh, God. Thank you. Yeah, that's much better.
You see in the back of my phone, get over it.
Yeah, get on with it.
I don't know why I care, because in the first one, my phone was like...
Yeah. Professional podcasters. So
Oh, it's so cute. You were like, thank you so much.
I know, thank you so much.
Margaret
for
with
watching.
the ASMR, like... We're going to a
could
shrine,
never
blah,
speak
blah,
that gently
blah.
now. Honestly,
Like,
could
it's
never
insane.
speak that gently now.
But the thing is, it's like, I bet you and I were both like, because at the beginning when we were doing it, I noticed how softly you were being.
Yeah, we had issues with how quiet I was being because my mic wasn't picking it up.
Yeah.
And when we started getting into the territory of mic gating,
Yeah.
like, granted, there is still some crossover.
Oh,
like,
yeah, there's a little bit,
there's always
but-
going to be crossover because we talk so loud and,
And we're
sat
so close to each other, yeah.
But there was problems because you would be coming through crystal clear on my mic and I wouldn't even be picked up on my mic. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Man.
But it's because I think you were scared of, like, actually.
I was scared of peaking the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now
talking
I'm like.
too loud.
Now I'm
and-
like. Oh, has my hat? Oh no, the hat's fallen off.
Party's over.
Party's
Everyone
over.
go home.
Everyone get out of here. Go home.
You're shutting it down.
This is
the end of the Eldritch Podblast. Oh my god, it's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Can you just
All right.
balance it?
What? Just like no. No way.
Why are you putting it on like that?
Because it has to go under my hair.
Oh, mine goes under my chin. Yeah, leave it out. Perfect.
What do you think?
Perfect.
What do you reckon?
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, but it's got to go underneath my hair, and then I've got to pull these bits out if I want to look like a semblance of a human being. What do you think?
Perfection. Beautiful.
What do you reckon?
Beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. This is the next clip, and this is from episode 2. Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Eldritch Pod. I didn't know if we were going to say that together.
We didn't plan it, so it'd have been a fucking miracle if we did. Swap.
3, 2, 1.
The Eldritch
Podblast.
You didn't say the.
All right, okay, yeah.
The Eldritch Podblast.
We are your hosts, Margaret, and this is Jack.
I'm Jack.
You can tell we didn't plan any of this.
Should we do the thing where I say your name and you say mine?
Yeah, sure. That's really funny. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm Margaret.
Bam. Oh yeah, and I'm Jack.
No.
No. Anyway,
we're still
hello.
figuring it out, you know.
Yeah. Safe to say we're feeling a bit more comfortable this time round.
Yeah.
Last episode, which today is Tuesday, and we only uploaded it yesterday.
Yeah. And when did we film it?
We filmed it on Saturday.
On Saturday.
So, no idea how that has been received as of yet.
Yeah.
But we're feeling. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable this time
Yeah, I'm
round.
feeling more comfortable. I enjoyed it as well.
No, I enjoyed it. It was
I
great
enjoyed
fun. Yeah, hence, I guess, why we're here again.
Yeah, 3 days later.
Yeah. So, you can tell.
You are so much more relaxed.
Yeah, you can tell both of us are so much more relaxed in that.
I got a mic stand,
You got a mic stand.
so I didn't have to hold it.
Yeah.
The lighting is way better.
It's because we filmed it in the day, and when we started in January, it was still really dark nights.
Yeah.
So we had like a small fraction of time where the lighting was just right, and we would open the curtains behind me,
Which we don't do now.
Which we don't do now because we have 2 studio lights.
Yeah.
And we used to have just the 1 studio light, and you could see as the episode went, it would just get darker and darker and darker and darker. But wow, the difference between just 1 and 2.
I like how we didn't say Eldritch Podblast together.
No, we
should have
didn't.
said it together.
Yeah, I think that's where it started, you know.
It must have been.
I think that's where it
my
started.
God, that was quite cute.
Yeah, that was.
I think that was quite cute.
I agree. I still think the first one's cute.
The first one
but-
was, like, in my opinion, a little bit cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, you're always going to think that
But
about yourself,
this one,
though.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that was a bit sweet.
Yeah, and when, we're definitely.
I was like, should I say your name? And you were like, no. Get out of here.
No. But again,
Never.
That's just being more comfortable with each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's crazy. I can still see. I remember I used to sit here and I used to put my hands in my lap. And I used to have to sit with my hands in my lap so I didn't fidget with my hands. Because I don't know if you can tell.
Me sat here this entire episode fidgeting with this pen.
Well,
Everyone's going to
same.
be like, I wish Jack would put that pen down.
I'm constantly like grabbing the mic stand now. I'm messing with the ring. I mess with my hands a lot.
Yeah.
And I used to have to sit with my hands in my lap, like balled into fists.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it.
I remember Margaret made me make her that hoodie.
I did. I made you make me the druid hoodie.
She made me make her the druid hoodie.
So I could wear it on the podcast.
So she could wear it on the Podblast.
Yeah.
I also
of
can't wear it now
course.
because it's literally like 25
yeah,
degrees outside.
It's really warm now. So yeah, but it's funny because you can see as we're getting into summer, that we're stopping wearing like jumpers and hoodies and stuff. Yeah, I think that was
cute.
Yeah, agreed.
That was cute.
Agreed.
And that was obviously where we got the idea of saying the Podblast together.
Yeah, I think it was.
Show me how many times we tried to do it before we got it right.
I think we did it twice.
Did we do it 3 times? No, let's give it to like halfway. And I swore.
Yeah, you did.
See, the thing is, right, we're called Eldritch Podblast.
Yeah.
But we always say
The Eldritch Podblast. Yeah, it's interchangeable, isn't it? Ah, it's interchangeable.
Because we put up a thingy, didn't we? No, that was for Squad Blasters.
That was for Squad Blasters. You see the whole Squad Blaster arc as well.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, you see the whole Squad Blaster arc going on. Yeah, that's a much better try. And this is when we used to have our camera like quite a bit lower, so you could see our lower half. And I made the mistake of not putting trousers on in this one, so I had the modesty sticker on the whole time.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Margaret loves to be pantless.
Yeah, catch me in pants, never.
You said pants, trousers. Leggings, shorts.
Never.
Margaret's never worn jeans in her entire life.
Never. Oh my God, no.
If
I have a chance to simply be in a t-shirt and underwear, I am taking it.
Yeah.
But this was before we were monetized, so we weren't worried about swearing, and we weren't worried about.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
I didn't think about that
because it didn't really matter.
How many watch hours did we need? 4,000.
We needed 4,000. Yeah, we needed 4,000. So that's that. The next clip. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of
the Eldritch Podblast.
We did it!
We did the thing!
I nearly said Podblast. D&D Spade Podblast.
We didn't even plan that there. But I just remembered from last time.
It's because I looked you deep in the eye.
Yeah, you gave me the look.
I gave you the look.
You gave me the, if you ruin this, I'm going to jump over this table and wrap my hands around your throat.
Did you see the sheer desperation?
Don't ruin this for
me.
Please
do the bit. Do the bit of saying the podcast at the same time.
We did it.
So, yes, welcome to episode 3.
Episode 3.
I can't believe that it's already episode 3, to be honest.
It feels like it's gone so fast.
It does feel like it's gone really fast.
When did we record the first one? How long ago was it?
It was Saturday. It was a nondescript Saturday at some point.
So it was...
I don't even know
not this Saturday, it was the Saturday before?
What's the date today? January 20th.
Yes.
It's the release of the second season of the Vox Machina Prime series.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man. Wow. Man. Like...
You can tell we're getting more comfortable because we're just having a chat.
We're just having a little bit of a...
We're just having a little bit of a chin wag.
And I remember we also spoke about the Last of Us series in this as well.
Yeah.
And I took a screenshot of the video topics in this. We got onto topic. We did the intro. We talked about us. We talked about the TV shows we're watching. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. The intros used to be 4 minutes long.
I like how this time we were like, oh, that wasn't too bad. It's only 36 minutes in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's a really good. that's a really good time.
That's unbelievably
36
fast for
minutes
us to get
in.
onto topic.
4.5 minutes.
I remember the day I got a mullet.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, this is when we started to get like quite comfortable on the
podcast.
Yeah. And I started talking about like getting a haircut and getting a mullet. And somebody was like, don't really care for the mullet talk. Thanks for the timestamps. And I was
that's
like,
why we do
that's why we do it.
That's why we do it.
Like a lot of people really enjoy us just chatting. That's gonna be so loud.
Sorry. It's like so many people say like the maybe like 40 minutes before we get onto topic. People describe it as like sitting at the D&D table with your friends and just having like a natter. That's what it's all
you just
about.
Gotta catch up with your friends.
Yeah, talking some shit.
And we are all friends.
Of course we are. Of course.
Here.
Apart from you. You.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out of here.
You know, go on.
You weren't here for episode 1.
Take your entity and go. Yeah, you can tell we're so much more comfortable.
We are so much more comfortable.
There's a few things. We say that we filmed on a Saturday.
Yeah,
weird.
Camera's lower.
Camera is still lower. I can see my hair color growing out, like as we go. Like it's still like at the root there, on my fringe. My hair has grown so much since we first started. Like, I can't believe how much it's grown.
Yeah.
And I need to get my hair cut.
Same.
If this has told me anything, I need to get my hair cut. But yeah.
What's my mic stand doing? It's like this.
Yeah, again, to be honest, these mic stands aren't ideal.
You've got a pop shield?
I've got a pop shield.
You've got a pop shield on the mic that's already pop shielded.
The pop shields are touching the mics.
Touching the mics.
It wouldn't be for quite a long time until we figured out that they didn't need to be touching the mics. And me being like, I can't believe it's episode 3.
I can't believe it's episode 3.
It feels like it's gone so fast. Does that ever go away, do you think?
I don't think so.
I think
What's this? 53?
This is 53.
50
this is 50 episodes after, and it still feels like I still feel like these people sat there. I know that we are. I know that's us, but do you know what I mean?
Is it? Conspiracy theories about the podcast.
We're just deep fakes.
We're just deep fakes.
Yeah, like I still feel I still remember what we were talking about and feeling like on that day.
I know.
It's absolutely wild. And, this is kind of self-serving for us, to be honest, in a way. We hope that you're enjoying it, and
you better enjoy it.
Because
you better see how far we've come.
Because you're locked and loaded. You're in. You're too bad. You can't go anywhere.
Enjoy it. Are you enjoying yourself? You better be enjoying yourself.
You better be.
I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure some of you recognize these clips as well. Recognize where you first came in, whether you came from TikTok, because we immediately started clipping these from TikTok, or you started on YouTube. You'll recognize some of these, I think.
Probably. And it is nice to see us beginning to just have chat, because in the first one you were saying things and I was like, yeah.
And well, we were scared. We were scared to have a chat.
scared to have chat.
We were scared to have chat.
It's quite surprising that it's only 3 episodes in and we're
already so much more calm. I agree. And you know what? The whole chat thing, we still every now and then get comments being like, I wish you didn't talk so much in the beginning, but they're very few and far between. That's why we do timestamps.
That's why we do timestamps. And it's
I feel like so many more people just enjoy the shit talk beforehand. Do you know what I mean? And we do
I
as
enjoy
well.
the shit talk as well.
We like to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, and again, the timestamps are there if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, of course. You can skip it.
If it upsets you that much,
go on. Oh.
Get out of here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. So
we'll never change.
The next
we do what we want.
Oh. The next clip that you're going to write the timestamp down for is from episode 4.
Nice.
At some point we'll get a form up that you guys can fill in and send things over. We're not, we're not maybe at that point quite yet.
No, but
at some point we actually would really love to go over people's personal TPK stories, people's personal character death stories. So if you could send them in, we'll compile them and we'll go over them, because I think that is so interesting.
Yeah, and it's
man.
Oh my god! So is that where we put the submission form?
That's when we put the submission form. I don't think we did it in this episode.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, especially through watching all of these, especially in the beginning, we were so unsure of
what we were going to be.
Yeah, and what I think we were worried of doing things too quickly.
Yeah.
Being too small, so therefore we're not allowed to do these things.
Yeah.
Not having enough subscribers.
Not having the right to do it.
Yeah, and not having it not being the right time to do it. So I can tell here I'm approaching it very sheepishly, being we're not at this point
yet. At that point
but maybe we can open a submission form, and the submission form has basically shaped our whole podcast.
Oh my god, yeah.
Your stories have shaped the whole way we do this, have shaped our podcast. Your stories have made the podcast what the podcast is, I think. I agree.
I think it's mad. It's we can get TPK stories and character death stories.
Yeah.
And I think at the beginning, this channel has definitely become very much of a commentary channel about D&D etiquette.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And about in game and out of game, and how to handle situations.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people value our opinion about just their social etiquette.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of borderline more of a commentary channel than an educational channel.
I agree.
And I don't mind that.
I don't mind that. I don't give a fuck as long as you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Me 2 minutes ago being if you don't like it, I don't care. Get out of here. We'll talk as much as we want. And me being oh, well, if you want us to be a commentary channel, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of D&D channels, a lot of people say they watch us because we're not a play channel. Listen, we'd love to be a play channel as well, but
we'd love to be everything that everyone wants us to be all of the time.
Of course we would.
But the problem is when you do that, you spread yourself way too thin.
Yeah, of course.
And maybe don't get big because you're trying to do too many things.
Yeah, of course.
And we never want to get. I think the thing is, we don't ever want to get to do just one thing.
Yeah, we don't want to be confined by one thing.
If that one thing becomes stale, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it's we'd definitely always do those things.
Yeah.
With
other stuff, and you guys have seen the evolution of how much we've changed. We're 6 months in, we're still really new. We're still working out what works for us.
100%.
And we're trialing right now things like Beyond the Character Sheet and the D&D 101.
And the thing is with stuff like that, I think people enjoy that enough and it keeps the content fresh.
Yeah.
And people who maybe don't care about that as much don't watch it. But for the people who just love the content, it gives them something a little bit different.
Yeah, totally.
Because the Am I the Assholes, the horror stories, the unpopular opinions, the hot takes, the horrible house rules, that's never going to leave.
No, that's the bread and butter of the channel.
That's the bread and butter of the channel.
And as long as you guys are submitting your stuff to us, then we're always going to have things to talk about.
I put a clip up on TikTok the other day about we were like, because people from TikTok constantly comment saying like, how do I submit?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We put up a video just being like, this is how you submit, and we got like.
More than 100
submissions in one night.
Which is wild. So thank you.
Thank you to every single person who's ever submitted and has just submitted. And to the people who listened to that video and then went in the comments and asked how to submit. I don't know. I don't know what more I can do for you.
And it's crazy to think that in episode 4 we're talking about this, and I remember having a conversation with you, like when we were in the car or something, being like, we should do it. And I remember you being like, no, I don't think so.
Did I?
Yeah, you were like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I don't think people will submit. Like, not yet. You were like, we're not at that point yet. And I remember being like, yeah, no, you're probably right. We're not at that point yet.
Look at me being a pessimist.
No, well, you know what? It's weird because this is all so new
to me, definitely.
To you specifically. 100%. Like, I've done YouTube before. I've done social media stuff before. Like, and I'm a lot more involved on social media. Jack doesn't even have social media. You know what I mean?
I don't have Facebook.
No, you don't have Instagram. You don't have any of it. I'm a lot more involved. So I think for me, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see it going this way. We should do it. But obviously, to you who's never done it before, you're like, well, we have like, I don't know how many subscribers we had at this point, like 50 maybe.
Probably.
And, you were like, no, there's no point. So I understand, but you also keep me grounded when I'm trying to do loads of crazy shit.
Nah, I think, but the thing is, you were definitely right. Because look at us now, like the submission form is like
the submission form is the
lifeblood
of the channel.
And it's
definitely.
like not just for like content, it's like people who are like, I need your advice.
Yeah.
Like, help me.
Yeah.
And like, am I the asshole because I feel like I have been? Or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is a horror story, but like I need some help on how to figure it out. It's like a lot of them, even if the horror stories, even if they're am I the assholes, there is an element of like, can you help me?
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
The fact that you all value our opinion that much, we love.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like,
and we're like, that's what we want.
That's what we want.
We want to be able to help. Like, yeah, we're a D&D channel, and I know sometimes, I was going to say it doesn't feel like it. That's not true. We always talk about D&D related things.
It's all orientated around TTRPGs, and it's not just D&D. It's any. It doesn't matter if you play Pathfinder or whatever. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't even matter if you're like playing League of Legends or whatever, and it's like you've got squabble within you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just we love D&D. It's centered around D&D. We have campaign updates about D&D.
Yeah,
but
we do the educational videos about D&D, but we also do the commentary, which is I think where we thrive. To be honest,
I agree.
Yeah, I think we thrive on the commentary, and that's what I like the most.
I agree.
Definitely.
And I think the thing that I like the most is when we get like requests about like, how do I tackle this part of my campaign?
Yeah.
Like, I'm struggling to and I do love those.
Me too.
They're some of my favorite ones to do. Apart from when it's about the yawning pole.
Yeah, no idea.
Idea.
Couldn't tell you.
Can't help you. I'm really sorry.
No clue. Yeah, that was episode 4. So the next one.
It's starting to look a little nicer.
Yeah.
I think the lighting is slightly better.
Yeah.
I'm still lit like the sun.
Like a shadow.
Yeah. And then the opposite side of my face is depth and shadow.
Yes. Yeah, there's 2 wolves inside of you. One of them is
inside of you.
Yeah. So the next one is from episode 5.
Before we start, I want to say thank you so much to the 2 people who commented on our previous videos.
Yeah.
Like, it's when I say the 2 people, like really 2 real human beings found our videos and they cared enough to leave us a comment.
Yeah, found them interesting enough to comment on what we said.
And one of the comments was really in depth. It was like it was a running commentary. It was specifically about like being a forever DM. The other one was about Puss in Boots. So the duality of comment. But
yeah, thanks. And thanks everyone who's watched the videos and engaged with the channel in any capacity, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Yeah. We really appreciate it.
Super, super, super exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you to the 2 people.
Oh my God. The 2 people who commented.
My heart is bleeding.
I know exactly who left those 2 comments as well. It was Seffi who talked about Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
And it was Canadian GM who talked about being a forever DM. I still remember. And again, I know now it's harder for us to reply to all the comments. It quite simply is. But we read every single comment, and especially back here, we read them. I still remember them. They're like core memories in my mind.
Yeah.
And I remember getting the first comment and like
we
couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
And we sat together and we crafted a response to it.
Yeah.
And it was, God, the two people who commented
on our previous video.
Man, like, I think it's so easy to forget when you're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
When you're still doing it, like, you know, we're 6 months in, we're 53 episodes in. It's so easy to like acclimatize, I think, to what the state of the field is.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like, I don't appreciate anyone like less than that day.
Of course.
But like, you know, we get hundreds of comments.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that feels amazing.
Of course
and
it does.
we still read every single comment.
Yes, we do.
On
We still
YouTube.
read every single comment.
It's hard to read all the comments on TikTok because there are thousands.
That's a different situation entirely.
And some of them,
that's a different situation.
Again,
entirely.
you'll read through like 100 lovely ones, and then one person being like, "I hate these two," and then you're
I
can't believe somebody's saying that about me.
Yeah, like
so
it's God, that's crazy,
it's just
isn't it?
so crazy.
I know.
To be like, wow, a 4th episode in, and to be like, thanks for the 2 people who commented.
I know.
It's just
I know. I know. It's very sweet.
My God.
And thank you to the 2 people who commented.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like the 2 people who commented probably made it easier for the next person to comment.
Indeed.
Because being the only comment on a YouTube video probably feels a little alienating.
Yeah, of course
and being
it does.
like, why isn't anybody commenting on this?
Of course,
so to be the first person to like to comment is a huge thing. So Seffi, like Seffi and Canadian GM, like, thank you so much for being those people for
like,
us.
Like, people don't realize that they set the precedent. Do you know what I mean? Like, you set the precedent for leaving comments, and you leave comments every time. And set the precedent for liking it, and it's wild. It's absolutely wild. And again, like, yes, okay, we're sat here and we're filming the podcast and we're working on it, but like, it wouldn't be anything without you.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Simply put, none of this would be here because without them.
No.
So
we wouldn't be at this point now.
No way.
We wouldn't be able to look back on this content.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't be able to talk about our first 2 comments if the first 2 comments never happened.
Exactly, and be shocked that we got 2 comments. Man,
that's so sweet.
I know.
How cute are we?
I know.
Why are we so cute?
I know.
Tell me in the comments why we're so cute.
I am in the very beginning. You're looking at me like, I think you think I'm going to say something really weird. You're like,
I mean,
is
that unwarranted?
No.
You are very strange.
What the fuck, Jack?
Margaret, you are weird as fuck.
I know.
Like, look, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you more than anything on this world, but you are just
weird
so weird.
I know. Hey, that's why we're all here, right? Right, guys?
Right?
So, yeah, that was episode 5. The next one, I'm assuming, is episode 6. Oh, it's episode 7. This, I feel like,
episode 6 was terrible.
Yeah, go on. What was episode 6? No. This, I feel, is a little bit of a turning point for us.
Okay. What, episode 7?
Yeah.
Is it because episode 6 was just so bad?
Yeah.
And that's why we haven't got any
clips. Yeah. Make it clear right off the bat that this is a safe space for you. You are welcome here anytime.
Yeah.
There is no judgment. There is no room for homophobia.
Nope.
For sexism.
Nope.
For racism.
Nope.
Transphobia.
Nope.
None of it.
No body shaming. Nothing like that. And just to be clear, we are a small channel. If you think that any of those topics are funny or there is room for discussion or room for debate in those, we just want to let you know, yes, we're a small channel, but do not subscribe, do not like the video, do not comment, go the fuck away, because we don't want you here.
Just piss off.
We're trying to build a little community here that is positive, is inclusive, and is safe.
Definitely.
And if you aren't on board with that, get the fuck out.
But I feel like that was a turning point for us there.
We say that like every single episode now.
yeah. And
I think that was quite a big thing for us to say, though.
That was a big thing for us to say.
That was like a big thing. We were quite nervous about saying it the first time, but we were like, we should probably say it so people understand sort of what's... Oh,
you have the man!
Oh, hello.
God, he is hanging on for dear life.
Hello there.
What do you think?
Okay, don't stand on the mixer.
Do you agree?
Don't stand on the mixer.
I don't know what had sparked this, but I think something had happened maybe on TikTok where I think maybe someone was arguing with a member of our community or something like that. And again, this is episode 7. I don't really know how many people were involved with this at this point, but I think something had happened.
I think we tackled a few things quite early on. We wanted to like put topics in so people could get a feel for like who we were.
Yeah.
But one of the things that really sparked a lot of those like conversations in the early days were about women in the TTRPG space.
Yes.
And how like being a creepy dude and stuff like that isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
And we just and on TikTok we posted a few clips like that. And I think we'd really divided the TTRPG space of horrible, sad fucking loser men who are like, I hate women and I hate trans people and I hate gays. And then the very inclusive side of TikTok and D&D TikTok especially, who are like, fuck yeah, this is cool.
If I recall correctly, this specific video was an Am I the Arsehole video. And I think this was off the back of a horror stories video. And this is before we had the form up. So we were still taking stories from the Reddit, which, we still do sometimes.
Yeah, because some of them are too good to not put in.
Yeah. And I think...
Too good, also too bad.
Yeah. I think... It was maybe off the back of a horror stories video. And I remember the very first time we did a horror stories video, I went through the Reddit and I looked and I was like, wow, the majority of these are women saying that men preyed on them.
Yeah.
And listen, of course, we knew that was a problem, right?
Oh my God, yeah, 100%.
But because we hadn't experienced it
ourselves
and I hadn't experienced it within our group of friends. You know, I'm not saying of course I've experienced it. Like I was really shocked, and I think maybe someone had said something really lame about it, and this is the point where we were like, we need to make it clear to people
who we are.
This is who we are. You are not welcome here. Like, quite simply put, we have no tolerance for any hate whatsoever.
100%.
And I think it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger from here. Yeah,
because like the thing is, it's like we always wanted that to be the case from the beginning.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like even now, I remember when we opened the Discord and people were like, "Oh my God, we're gonna have like 200 people in there," and I was like, I remember saying, "It's about quality, not about quantity," and I say that to this day about this channel. I don't care if this grows like 1 subscriber a month for the rest of its entire life, as long as those people are exactly who we want to hear.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone who's like, I like D&D, but I don't really care about like keeping trans people safe and women having a safe, like and I still subscribe to it. If that's your fucking point and that's your take, don't subscribe because you don't belong here and you will not enjoy it.
No, truly.
And I don't want you here.
No, we don't want. You're not welcome here. Quite simply put.
And I think it was like quite a. I do genuinely believe that was quite a statement.
Yeah, it was scary for us. I remember us being like...
Should we say it?
I remember us saying it and being like, should we maybe like review that and see if we were too harsh?
Yeah.
Nope.
I remember
no fucking way.
I remember you saying if it was too harsh.
Yeah.
And I remember posting something like that on, because we used to do YouTube Shorts at the beginning.
Yes, yeah.
We need to start doing YouTube Shorts again. I remember posting that on YouTube
we got
Shorts.
So much hate for it.
Oh my God, we got so much hate for it.
That fueled us to want to speak out about it more. Yeah.
Come on, give me a...
Yeah. I think this opened our eyes to how bad it can be and how bad it still is.
Because,
and
like, if you haven't noticed, we aren't scared of having a fight.
No.
I mean, it's not that we seek out fights.
No, of course not.
We will fight for what we believe in.
Oh yeah, we'll fight. We will fight to like tooth and nail for what we believe in.
To the death.
That's just who we are. It's just who we are, and we will defend and stand up for and like lift up the people in our community. Of course, we will.
We posted something like this, and then somebody posted on it being like, "I still believe there's only 2 genders." And we were just like, that is like, it just ignites the fire under both of us.
It really does.
And we have spoken to people who've like, you genuinely changed my mind on things.
Yeah.
And like, I never really understood it was such a problem till now. Yeah. And like, I was actually leaning a little bit more to the conservative right-wing side of things until like, I saw the space that you created and how like accepted. And it's like, that... anything else, I couldn't care less. If that is the mark that we have left on the world with this podcast,
agreed.
I couldn't give a fuck about anything else.
Agreed. Absolutely, completely agreed. And I remember in the comment section of this video, we got quite a few comments. We got someone who was like, "I'm trans and I've never had a safe space, so thank you." And women being like, "This happens to me so often.
Yeah.
This I don't play D&D anymore because of it." And I think we realized how important it was to talk about this stuff.
Yeah,
because it is important to talk about it.
Because like you can have your blinkers on and just because it's never
Be like, no, it hasn't happened to me.
You know, like me and Margaret are both like straight. You know, you are Asian, and you've had quite a lot of like racial hate in your life and stuff like that. So but you know, we are privileged in a way. Like we have our own house and we have like a job and stuff like that. So you know, it is easy to not, because it's not directed at us, to not want to do it. But we don't want that to be the case, because like when these stories started coming out and people were like, the same thing happened to me, the same thing happened to me, we were like, Jesus Christ, we didn't realize it was such an unsafe space. I don't think.
Yeah, this was the turning point, and it was nice. I think we wanted people to know that this is a safe space for them.
100%.
And I think since then we've just kept this up 100%, and we will never not.
No, because
we will never not.
Like at the end of the day, as I've said before, like podcasts I watch and bands I listen to and media I consume, the ones I enjoy the most are the ones that have this sort of message.
Yeah, same.
And do tackle tough topics.
Same. And we don't always talk about, we don't always talk about, you know, social justice, but it's a huge part of who we are. So it's going to come through.
I think
of course it is.
You can then enjoy everything else more when you know what the people
stand for.
It's like, I enjoy bands, even if a song isn't about something like that. The fact that I know what they stand for makes me want to listen to them more.
I agree.
Because of it.
I agree.
As long as I know where they stand. And like, I think it's very, very, very important. You can do two things in these situations. I've seen creators be like, have like Q&As and be like, who you voting for? And they're like, no, you're not getting me. I'm not telling you my political, because then I don't want to have people unsubscribe from me. I'd rather be like, this is where I stand.
Yeah, 100%.
You can subscribe if you want.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, completely agree.
100%.
And this is where it started. In episode 7.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Get him.
Right the next chapter down, Jack.
I'm doing it now.
I'm sorry to ask so much, but this is going to be hell to edit.
My sheet's stuck.
So, this next one is from episode 7.
My continent has like 3 different areas.
Yeah.
And we're on session 14. It's not really 14 because we had 2 real mega sessions that were probably 2 to 3 sessions and 1 at Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're more like 15 to 20 sessions through. And we've just finished the first area, finished everything up, and now we're moving on to our like second part.
Yeah, very, very exciting. There was a big lore dump. We learned a lot of stuff about the world.
There was a lot of lore.
There was a lot of us going directly into each other's faces.
Which is good. Do you want to know what? Sometimes, like right at the beginning of the campaign, you just want to tell your characters everything.
Yes.
Because you're so excited about all the lore of your world. But it got to the point where it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing because my players are really invested in the world, and they like to know the lore, and they ask a lot of questions, and they go to a lot of libraries.
Yes, we do a lot of research.
They get a lot of books. They have topics.
It helps that the dude who helms the research, his name is Dagmar.
Yeah,
Dagmar on planet Earth.
He's like a friar.
We love Dagmar.
Yeah, he helps them. He's clued up. There's a lot of giants in my world, and giants used to sort of like roam the world previously.
And he's obsessed with them.
And he's obsessed with giants. So any giant related research got advantage, and there was a lot of stuff.
There was a lot of giant research,
and you learned a lot about the lore.
We did.
So
it was great.
But yeah, moving out of Area 1 into Area 2.
Yeah, it's like a new chapter.
Yeah, it's where Josh's character's from.
Yeah,
he's the only one from there, so it's gonna be good.
Very exciting.
So that's happened this week.
Yes. That was like one of our first campaign updates, I think.
How concise.
1 minute
sweet.
and 32 seconds.
My God.
As we did a 30-minute campaign update just then.
And we were like, wow, that was pretty quick.
Oh, it was quick. Oh, it was quick. Yeah, I feel like that was the first time because, again, we were like, do people want to hear this? Like, do people want to hear about the campaign?
Well, yeah, it was like dropping bits in and being like, would you be interested in it? We were just trying things out, and you know, I can't believe that was so long ago.
I know. Session 14. What are we on now? Session 35, maybe?
35.
So, Jesus
21 sessions later.
And like 21, considering we play once a week as well.
Once a week.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like 6 months ago, roughly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, isn't that crazy? That's just a flash from the past.
Oh.
I know. And moving out of there.
You all knew so little.
You knew, oh my God. You're like, yeah, my world's full of giants. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Little did I know.
Giants cool.
Yeah, I like giants.
Giants cool.
Giants are nice.
Giants cool.
Who knows what the giants are gone though, right?
Yeah, gone.
Wild, absolutely
Dead and
wild. And that was kind of the first look at a campaign update.
Oh my God. It was so fast.
It was so fast. It was so concise.
And now people are like, longer! We need more. Play
Man.
D&D more often so we can have more campaign updates.
Yeah.
Which I absolutely fucking love, by the way.
Oh, same.
Like,
same.
And, it's just sick, innit? It's just like...
We've said, like, this campaign has become so special because
Yeah.
you're all so involved.
It's
and
like
you're also...
ingrained in the podcast.
Yeah,
It's like everyone knows Monday's campaign update day. And I don't know, it's just like, I get excited because then I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for Margaret to tell everyone about this on the podcast.
I know. And again, like, if we could be a played channel, I would love to.
Yeah,
I
know.
It's not on the cards. It's not on the table at
not
all.
right now.
Probably never. Let's face it.
Potentially not. Yeah.
The fact that you all care so much, and this was us dipping our toes in and having people say we want more, and now we do the full blown. We have a whole segment dedicated every Monday to a campaign update, so it's pretty special.
It is extremely special.
It's very special.
It's just special to have 3,000 people being like, campaign's pretty cool.
Yeah, rooting for us.
Like,
it's wild.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, that's so sweet. A minute and 30 seconds, and we were probably like, hey, we should probably talk about topic
we
now.
were like, oh god, quick, let's get on to topic. Let's get on to topic. Yeah, like, see, we're at 1 minute 38 now. This is like
1 minute.
1 minute. We've been going for 1 minute.
You would.
You wish.
Devastated if this was only 1 minute 38 seconds.
1 hour 38 minutes, and this is the whole length of what a episode used to be. I think our first episode was 1 minute, 1 hour and 12 minutes.
Get it right.
Insane. The next clip is from... This is once again episode 7. Episode 7 was a big episode for us. This was... Look at your reaction here. Should we do the... Go on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, you're like, yeah?
Yeah?
What? Okay, what is this?
It's a bit cringe, Margaret.
Cringe?
A bit cringe?
That was the
now
first
that's
time
our banner on Discord.
No, that's our banner. That's the first time we hit him with the...
Hit him with the hearts.
Hit him with the hearts. First time we hit you with the hearts.
Do another one.
Oh. Mwah.
Mwah.
Episode 7.
Cute.
We made our stance clear. We gave, like, I think our first campaign update.
Huge episode.
We hit him with a heart.
Huge episode. I bet you that was our longest episode to date at that point as well.
I think it probably
Must have been. Especially with a 1 hour and 38 second update.
I wish I had written down, like, what the topics of these videos were.
1 minute 38 seconds. I fucked it up. Flog me in the comments.
Kill him. So this is from episode 9.
9.
So we apparently episode 8 didn't. I don't know. This
it was just trash. It was just trash.
Yeah, just trash. This is episode 9. We have an announcement for you guys.
Okay.
Our first announcement ever. it's. I think. Come on, hype it up. Hype it up.
This is gonna be the fucking best announcement you've ever heard in your life.
King himself. No, it didn't. We have a submission form.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That was it.
I'm definitely getting more comfortable there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You can see just the way I'm talking and the way I'm just like expressing myself. I'm getting way more comfortable there.
It's so wild because I thought it took longer for me to come out of my shell, but I think maybe it took longer for you to come out of your shell.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm actually... Like, I think...
actually insane.
I think I am a little bit insane. And I think some people would maybe watch me and be like...
Yeah.
Like, maybe get a little bit... Maybe offended by, like, me just saying stupid things.
I think we've had this conversation before. I think it's because you are a very strong personality. You're very confident.
No, I don't like that.
Right. You're insane. You are very, very confident, and you're very talkative, and you're very chatty. And I think a lot of people in your life, especially men, like especially insecure men, look at you and they are like threatened by you.
Yeah.
I think that is. We've had experiences of
We've
this
had
before,
many experiences like it.
Like, listen, it's fine to be insecure, but insecure men who are projecting, they don't like you.
No, they
because
hate me.
They can't deal with you being confident.
Yeah, they actually despise it.
Yeah, which, that's the whole other conversation. But I think because you've unfortunately had experiences like that before, maybe you did hold it back a little bit.
I think I did because I didn't want that to happen to, people who watch the video.
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
I agree. It's like, but it's... I agree. I think maybe that is why I did do it.
Yeah, I think so, because I think we had just kind of come off the back of something like that happening as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And there was a lot of introspection, a lot of retrospection about what had happened, and that was kind of the conclusion that you had come to.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's why, but
because the thing is, it's like, I do swear a lot.
Same.
And I do, like, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like I'm like, you can shut the fuck up and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people would be like,
yeah. Well, I think
so. I don't know, but like to me, it's just a bit of crack. It's just a bit funny, and like I'm never doing it to like actually tell you.
No, of course not. But shut the fuck up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I didn't know if that would translate very well. But I feel like as we've gone on and people have like began to actually like know who I am.
Oh, totally.
And know that I mean no offense,
yes,
no harm.
Yes,
and
of course,
like,
of course.
I love you all and I want you all to be here, but also at the time, get the fuck out. And I just didn't know how that was going to translate.
Yeah.
So I was a little scared.
Yeah, I agree. And again, going back to the whole like I had done the whole rounds on social media before.
Yeah.
Like I had done it. Like you hadn't, and this was a very new world for you to come into. I think, like all of it in general. So I think, you can see bits coming through, and I'd say now you are 100%.
Yeah, me. Yeah, me.
Yeah, you are definitely.
I agree.
Yeah, so well done for coming out of that shell. It's hard. It's a scary thing to do.
To you though.
Thank you.
In the first episode, like that. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Like, look at you now.
I know.
Like, look at who you are. Like, you're actually being you.
And I think it's because we can see each other getting more comfortable as well.
Yeah.
Like, we are like, no, I've never been myself as much around anyone as you. Obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that helps.
See, it's really funny because, like, looking back now, when I was watching you at the beginning in the first episode, like, across the table. I was like, she's not being herself. Like, and I know. I was like, I know who she is, and I know that everyone will love her. So I feel like you should be yourself more. But I didn't want to be like that to you because I didn't want to put loads of pressure on you.
And I think maybe you were playing off me as well because I was playing it down. You were like, oh my God, I have to play it down as well.
But really, when I'm looking back, I think I was worse than you in terms of not being myself.
Do you think I think maybe because I can see how much I was fronting, how much I was like putting on a mask of someone else. And I felt it at the time as well.
Yeah. Me too. But I was like looking at you being like, she's masking way harder than me. Like, I know that the internet's going to love her if she actually like, shows some who you are. But I actually think I was just as bad, if not worse.
You are definitely quieter. Yeah, definitely.
God, yeah.
I think again in that last clip, I was definitely being me, not 100%, but I think you were definitely still.
I just want to be me.
Just want to be me.
All the Americans are like,
just want to be me. No, I bet the Americans know exactly who Gemma Collins is.
Just want to be me.
Just want to be me. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't.
Gemma Collins.
No.
It's only the quality content here.
Oh no, yeah. Well, and we're able to come out of our shell more because in moments when we started tangenting and we started saying things, having you guys being like, I love this. It feels like I'm sat at a table with my friends. I love the catch up in the beginning, like, and laughing when we would say something stupid or like commenting when we would like make a mistake. Like, it felt again like we were friends sat at a table and we were having the support from you.
And you were like allowing us.
You were allowing us to be
us.
To be me.
To be me. I just want to be me.
You were allowing us. You were giving us our space that we needed to be us as well.
Yeah.
You allowed us the space to grow. So, thank you.
She is, mate.
She is.
Next clip.
Next clip. This is episode 11. And what a familiar setup. Happy 1 month.
Happy 1 month.
Happy 1 month, everyone.
As of recording this, it's the, 16th?
It's the exact 1 month.
Since we uploaded our first video.
Yes. So we just thought, why not celebrate the occasion? Get some party hats going. And
we got a couple of little milestones.
Yeah, we do actually.
We hit over 1,000 watch hours on YouTube.
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God. Which is
wow.
Craziness.
Fucking unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
For us, yeah.
Like completely out of the realms of anything we expected in the first month.
In the first month to get 1,000 watch hours.
Let alone maybe ever. I remember being so shocked at this.
I had expectations for it. It was just sort of like, let's do it and let's see if people like it.
Yeah.
And to get 1,000 watch hours in the first month sort of just blows our minds.
It's fucking rocked our shit.
Blows our little tiny minds.
And another milestone is we hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, which we were literally saying this last night. We were like, we cannot picture.
Well, as of this morning, we're on 11,000. Which just fucking. It's just madness. About that, innit?
Isn't that insane? Jesus. And what? This was episode 11.
I know.
And you guys gave us 1,000 watch hours. Wow.
Watch hours.
Wow.
1,000 watch hours. That's
wow.
a lot of watch hours from that little amount of
from
uploads.
11 episodes. That is huge.
That's a lot of watch hours.
That is absolutely
because
insane.
they weren't as long as they are now. Like you
No.
You couldn't watch like 3 hours in one, or 2.5 hours, or even 2 hours. Like we barely ever reached the 2 hour mark.
Didn't have much of a backlog either.
And I remember when we put up the first poll, being like, "Does anybody mind if the videos go over 2 hours?"
Oh my god!
And everyone was like,
"Yeah, we love that.
Yes.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. What are you? Yes,
man. Like 1,000 watch hours. That's insane. Thank you."
And it's mad because like now each video gets like well over 1,000 watch hours.
Yeah. Like
each video, it's insane.
It's crazy. Like again, you don't see the growth when you're in the middle of it.
No.
You only really see it when you look back at things like that.
Yeah.
And like the 10,000 followers on TikTok as well. Like wow, for us, 10,000 followers, we were gobsmacked.
Because we had one video that just went like super duper viral.
Yeah,
and it got like 500,000 views. And I remember it like skyrocketed the TikTok.
Yes, it did.
Like we'd wake up to an extra 1,000 to an extra 1,000.
Yeah.
It was just insane. But now 27,000.
Yeah, we hit 27K today, didn't we?
Yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely
just
insane,
and like,
wild.
And it's like that, like picturing like 10,000. It's like now picturing like almost 3 times that many people.
I know.
It's just insane. Like we
is.
never ever thought ever thought it would get to that point in any capacity.
No, never.
Oh, man.
And
1,000 watch hours.
And here we are, the same setup.
It does say happy birthday on the back of that hat.
No, it says happy 1 month. It's the happy 1 month one.
Cross it out and put 6.
Happy 6 month. Shall I leave the happy 1 month up?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
I thought it said happy birthday, that's why I didn't turn it around.
Oh no, it says happy 1 month. It was happy 1 month.
Happy 6 months.
Happy 6 months.
We'll just like superimpose a 6.
I'm not doing that.
Margaret will superimpose.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah, same setup.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that cute?
So
1
cute.
month.
And it's starting to look better. Like
it is.
The brightness is looking better.
We're getting the angles set up for the camera a bit better
looks
as
better.
well.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks good.
agreed. It is looking better. It's looking
So
better.
Cute.
The next one is from episode 13. And we opened up. When did I say we opened up the form? Was it episode
7?
Episode 7.
We talked about it in 4.
And then we opened it up in
I think
episode
we opened
7.
It up in 7.
Nice. So this is episode 13. Some submissions today.
We are doing some submissions. I think we put the submission form up, and in like the first week we got 7 submissions, which we were like,
which we could not believe.
We were like, oh my god, 7 submissions! I can't believe. I thought we'd only get like 1 or 2. And then I think people seeing that we're
reading out
actually
submissions.
reading out
exactly.
the submissions, everyone was like, oh cool.
We have like 35 submissions now,
since the last podcast,
which again is absolutely unbelievable. And we had enough submissions now that we were able to come through and be able to put some semblance of a cohesive episode together.
Yeah, like this is all
submissions. Yeah.
So that's craziness.
So wow.
My god.
And 7 submissions.
We were like, the 7 submissions.
Man, I remember we got the first submission through and we had it ping on our phone and we were like, we've got the first submission. We've got the first submission. And God, again, the fact that we were like, we've been able to make 1 video with submissions, and now every week we have a whole video based on submissions, basically.
Yeah. You know, like, and I said the other day, we put a TikTok up and we got like 100 submissions in one day.
Wild.
It's like, it's just insane.
Isn't it?
Man, it's like the first people who took the initiative to be like, oh, I'll upload a submission.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. Thank you who did that, because now we have the confidence to post a clip on TikTok. Like, give me your
give us your fucking submissions. Like, again, like, if you didn't send in your submissions, it's the whole like, oh well, I'm one person.
Yeah.
Like, what difference am I going to make? A world of difference.
Literally the world of difference.
The world of difference.
Like, if that should never be like just a lesson in life. That should never be your mentality. To be like, I'm just one person. It's like, imagine if every single person had that mentality.
No, you have the ability to move fucking mountains as one person.
Mountains.
Yep.
Like literal mountains.
Yeah.
Like the same thing. It's like, not to get into politics, but it's like when it comes to votes.
Yeah, no,
like,
it is. Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's like, what's mine? But it will.
Yeah, it will.
Fucking
It does count. Everything you do as a human being counts.
It
definitely
counts. Like, you make a difference. You make a difference.
You've proven it here.
Yeah.
You've made a difference.
Like, you make a difference. Like, look at me and Margaret now, like, being able to do this video and look back on these moments. It's like, because of the people who put in those, like, the person who put in the first submission.
Yeah.
And then the 6 people after them when we said that.
Yeah.
Like, 7 in the first week. Like, you make a difference.
You do.
You make a difference.
You do.
Every
really
single
do.
one of you make a difference.
You really do.
And we love you for it.
We do. We love
I
you
love
very
you
much.
for it.
Me too.
No, I love them more.
All right.
I'll stab you with my pen.
So this next one is from episode 15. So we're kind of getting into it here.
We're getting into it. I'm just gonna say this now.
Go on.
I'm just gonna say this now and get it out the way. Get them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Safety tools are not some liberal, soft fucking snowflake, woke fucking stuff that we're trying to just ruin your really cool, gruesome game and stuff like that. That is not what safety tools are.
No.
If you think that's what safety tools are,
then you're in the wrong place.
No, it's not even that you're in the wrong place. Just listen to what I'm about to say. That is not what they are.
Again.
I feel like that was actually quite tame.
That was quite tame for you. That was quite tame, considering how we would probably approach that now. But I think that was very well articulated.
No, I think I still would make that point now.
Yeah,
I would still 100%
you would.
make that point.
Yes,
like, I think a lot of people just never understand. The people do get like, oh, you're censoring me. It's that in it. It's like when it comes to safety tools, they're like,
oh, just grow up. These things happen in real life.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up,
Shut
dude.
up. Listen to me 5 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever it was.
I remember being scared to talk about when we scripted it. I remember being scared to talk about safety tools because I was like, oh, we're going to get so much backlash for this. But like, first of all, we didn't. And if we did, then fuck those people because they're quite simply wrong.
Like, the thing is, it's like, if you get backlash from that, like, you shouldn't care.
Yeah,
you shouldn't care.
And
I wouldn't. And I do think it got to a point, like, it got to this point where we were like talking about these things that people would like get divided on. And we would, I think I came to you and I was like, we need to give it to them.
Yeah.
We need to give it to them.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Be like, just be like who we are.
We need to stand by what we believe in.
And say it on camera.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think we began to start doing it.
Yeah, and we were both nervous to do it. But,
oh my God, so nervous.
But you have to. You have to
I stand by it. It's like, even if it is literally just like, the session 0's over. Oh yeah, if there's any safety tools anyone has, if they can just message me on TikTok, on Facebook, if they can message me on WhatsApp, just things that they don't want to cover.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be like this form that they fill out with all of the examples and stuff like that. If that's not what you want, let your players tell you. As long as you go over what they would be uncomfortable with.
Totally.
As long as your players tell you as a dungeon master, I don't want X, Y, and Z. There might be none, but as long if you've said it, you've ticked that box and you understand that you're not going to upset anyone or make anyone uncomfortable in your session. Yeah. Like, why is that so hard for you to fucking wrap your stupid little pea brain round? BAM!
Tell them!
I'm going to have to mute that.
Oh, that was so loud. Oh, that was so loud. Yeah, like, again, you can see that we're really starting to lean into. And you know what? We were scared to do it, but the more you do it, and this applies to a lot of things in life, like standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, the more you do it, the less scared you become of it. Now, I have fucking no problem at all telling someone a fucking troglodyte caveman looking ass bitch. You know what I mean? I have no problem doing that now.
Because they need to be told.
They do need to be told.
Because if you never tell them, they'll never learn.
Exactly.
Get them.
Get them.
Get them.
Get them.
Get them. Get them. Get them. Get
them. Loud. Okay, the next one is from... What is it from? Oh, this is once again episode 15.
Oh, we're on fire. 15 episodes.
Go on, say it.
For the what was that? I've forgotten it.
What, Squad Blasters?
Oh yeah, the Squad Blasters. That was it. I was like, the Pod Squad.
No, the Pod Squad.
The Squad Blasters.
Squad Blasters. We're not calling
Squad Blasters out.
We're not calling you Squad Blasters.
Squad
That's
Blasters,
not our sign out.
If you do want, also another question we want to ask is, do you want to be called the Squad Blasters? If you want to be called the Squad Blasters, let us know.
No, right.
That'll about do it. Squad Blasters.
We're not calling them fucking Squad Blasters. The
Squad
Blasters arc. Oh,
Squad
man.
Blasters. It's literally on the back of my t-shirt.
Yeah, literally. It's literally what we call y'all. We literally call you Squad Blasters.
I remember
now.
the moment where I came back from the toilet. You were in bed.
Oh my God.
And I was coming to bed and and I walked in and I was just like, Margaret, Squad Blasters.
And I was like, shut the fuck up. No way. Not a chance.
It's mad because it's become so iconic in this channel now.
It has.
Like,
it has.
Squaddy Bees, Squad Blasters,
Squadlings.
people being like blasting off in the comments.
Yep.
Like, love it.
Yep.
Let me see the Squad Blaster love in the
Squad
comments.
Blaster love.
What was that? 15.
That was 15. That was 15. And 15, we were sowing the seeds of the Squad Blaster.
33 episodes ago.
Yeah, but like it doesn't even feel like that long ago, does it?
No, it
like
doesn't.
realistic.
Hello,
Here he is. He is being a little demon.
He's been a little bit of a demon.
Is it because we're leaving you out of the festivities, honey? Is that what it is? Do you want to be involved in the festivities? Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and you get to see the dog now every episode because he can't stay away, can he?
Some may think it was a mistake.
Some could say. Okay, so the next one,
again.
he's gone. The next one is from
Squaddy Bees.
Squad
Blasters. Man, I can't believe that was so long
I know.
ago.
Also, can you hear how quiet this is? Literally, our audio for the longest time was so quiet.
I think it was because at the beginning it was so loud that we wanted to turn it down. So we weren't like peeking
the
or
mics.
anything like that.
Yeah.
And I remember somebody commented being like, I wish I watch it on YouTube. I crank you up, and then when
the
an
ads
advert
come on, it ends my life, and I'm driving. And we were like, we should do something about this, and we have, and we've worked out the audio now.
Yes.
We actually have the audio considerably louder, so people can manage it. Themselves, like to how quiet it is. But it's so quiet. So this is from episode 17.
What's happening today?
So
what's happening on the Podblast with the Squad Blasters?
Oh my god! That was another thing I wanted to mention. Jack
Blasters.
Jack signed off with calling you guys Squad Blasters, and I you know what? I'm talking to all of you. I don't appreciate all of the people being like, Squad Blaster. You're hashtagging.
Everyone was like ganging up, like, Margaret, join us.
People are hashtagging Squad Blasters, and people someone said Squad Blaster Sam. Someone said Squad Blasters out.
Squad Blaster Sam out.
Blaster Sam out. So
Squad Blasters.
I just want everyone to know Squad Blasters is not sticking.
Squad Blasters is sticking. Everybody.
Final say on it.
Interesting. You are
interesting.
I feel like this is it now. You're like really comfortable now.
Yeah. I feel like we're both really comfortable.
It's like the way
here.
you address the
Squaddy
Bees.
Yeah,
like,
I think
that's become a staple of the channel, I think, which I quite enjoy.
Definitely. Like, I think this is now, what this is episode 17. We are comfortable.
I feel like we're comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it's still turned down a touch.
Yeah,
but
I'd say we're like,
we're almost
we're
there.
90%.
We're 90%
there, I think. Like, yeah, you can feel how
Squad Blasters is never going to be a thing.
Squad Blasters is not sticking. Makes
interesting.
Squad Blasters.
Interesting.
It's
funny because it definitely
stuck.
It definitely stuck. And it'll never be going
anywhere,
anywhere, baby.
No,
Squad Blasters are here to stay.
Yeah. So this is another one from episode 17 as well.
Episode 17 was a banger. Everyone go back and watch episode 17 after this one.
Couldn't even tell you what we're talking about here, to be honest. Literally could not tell you. Have you written this down for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now I have.
So this is episode 17. Woke up to a stitch of
my God.
Pip saying that I had shown some commission artwork that I had done of my druid, Rayla.
Yeah.
And Pip's done some fan art of Rayla. And I was like, I'm going to keel over and die if this happens. I was in bed, keeled over and died in bed.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll put up the actual TikTok, like here.
Here. This one here.
It's probably playing now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
And now we're talking over it.
And now we're talking over it. And said that they're going to do some fan art of Rayla, which is very exciting. I can't wait to see. I'm so excited.
Oh. Pip
still watches now as well.
Pip still watches now. Pip's in the Discord.
Yeah, she's still in the Discord. She's still
chatting away.
Like, God.
It's insane, that, isn't it?
Like, once again, that kind of like opened the floodgates for like the fan art, which, like selfishly for me, the fan art is one of my favorite parts of this. Like, I've always loved getting art of my characters done. Like, I love art. I love being involved with it. I'm not good at it, but I like it. And Philippa did
just randomly hit me with I might do some fan art, and then did
do it,
and it again, it opened up the floodgates of fan art. And I remember the moment being laid in bed and getting the tag and like literally dying.
Yeah.
I literally passed away and died.
Didn't I come in and was like, have you seen the TikTok?
Yeah, and I hadn't. Yeah. And oh God, it was absolutely insane.
I know.
And I still have that. To be fair, I've printed out like the majority of all the fan art.
And they're all on your...
They're in my office. Like I've printed them out and I've stuck them up in my office because I love them so much.
I know.
So, thank you, Philip.
I know. And like, now there's fan art all the time.
Yeah.
Of like me and you as people or as rats.
Yeah.
And then characters, TRP, how to join. Mood boards, everything. Like Pip was the first person to like make that a thing.
Yeah, it was.
And now it's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
It's just insane. And like people, like everyone knows that like our space is very, very, very catered towards artists.
Yes.
Because you've got a bunch of hungry, starving D&D players desperate for your art in the Discord.
Yeah.
So get in there if you want a little bit of a commission going.
Yeah, and Philippa has commissions open as well.
Yeah.
So thank you, Philippa. Thank you.
So cool.
I can't express to you how much that changed my life really, and like the way like the podcast happens, and changed my relationship with Rayla a little bit as well. I think
as well. It was because it made the campaign updates like become more of a thing, because obviously you wanted to hear about Rayla.
And I showed like a commission that I had of Rayla, just kind of off the cuff maybe. And
like that sort of made us realize like how much people actually were interested. And it's just cute, isn't it?
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So thank you to everyone who's ever done fan art for us.
Yes.
It's so appreciated.
It's so appreciated.
I cannot.
You're also
stress.
talented.
You are. And again, it goes up in my office. And we were talking the other week about putting some up here, which I really think we should do.
I think we should do.
I really think we should. So thank you.
Maybe we can just get those like washing line sort of things with the pegs on.
Yeah. Washing lines. Hang them out to dry. So that was, what was that? That was episode 17 maybe, did I say? Yeah, something like that. So this one is episode 19.
19.
Totally.
It's Attack the Unaware.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's it.
We need to make
right.
merch this.
Wizards of the Coast.
Attack the Unaware.
If you're listening to this in the new 1D&D, take out Sneak Attack and put in Attack the Unaware. It functions the exact same.
It's like Attack.
It's like Attack the Unaware.
Attack the Unaware.
So
I love
funny.
that. That's going on. That's going on a back piece on something.
You got to do it.
We got to do it.
We've got to do it.
Oh,
We're gonna give ourselves a bad name. Eldritch Podblast. Attack the Unaware, and only the unaware.
Only the vulnerable.
Yeah, only the vulnerable. Attack the vulnerable.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get clipped.
Oh,
Attack the vulnerable.
We laughed so much.
God.
You know, the vulnerable.
They're the ones that deserve it. Good lord.
Oh, right. I remember. It was like 10 o'clock at night when this has happened. We were like delirious.
Yeah.
I still find that so funny.
That clip is just so funny.
Attack the Unaware.
I think it's how funny we find it.
We found it so funny.
I think it was just so funny, and like people still mention it now.
People still say
Attack
the Unaware.
Let's get it on a t-shirt.
We should. I don't know why we haven't yet. We should have. We should have put that on the first.
Do you want to know what I think? Let us know. Because obviously we like to be open and honest with y'all. We released it. We released some merch, and you bought loads of it, and thank you so much to everyone who ever bought a t-shirt. We love you very much.
Thank you so much.
But we didn't just want to immediately put out some more merch.
Because
we didn't want you to think that we were just like
churning out merch to just
get money. But like people are always like, Attack the Unaware merch, like Unrestful merch, like Rancid Vibes merch, and this and that merch. And we want to just let you know, we would love to give you some more merch. How would you feel about some more merch?
Yeah,
How would you feel
definitely.
like a slightly more consistent stream of merch?
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like, again, rewatching this and seeing us being like, oh, maybe we should do this. I don't know. Like,
and being like, that's so silly of us for thinking that. Like, I think we should just make more decisions and just do more things.
Like, the thing is, it's like, because the thing is, if you don't want it, you don't have to buy it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But it's like, there's so many people who just like, it's so weird because sometimes we just need to apply our own logic to things.
Yeah.
Like, things that we love, like, if they release t-shirts, we just buy them.
Yeah, of course.
And I know that people probably think the same about us, but it's just so weird to put yourself
to put yourself in that. Oh my god!
To put yourself as that.
To put yourself in that situation. Oh my god!
Down. He's wrestling me.
Oh my
Get down.
God.
Sorry, my dog literally bulldozed me.
Oh, we wrestled him back away.
Wrestle him away. He's a senior dog.
I know. He's a distinguished
insane.
gentleman. Yeah, definitely. We'll start. We should.
Because I know people are just like, oh, this much went, and
yeah,
like,
we should.
Yeah.
When we have time, we should definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't. Maybe we'll just do like. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
So but it's like when you put yourself in that situation, it's hard to be the person being like, I know that people want things from us.
It really is. It's so weird. It's so strange. Yeah, it really is. That's episode 19. The next one is episode 20. This is when I got the bear coat.
Ooh.
Hello, and welcome to episode 20 of
The Eldritch Podblast.
I am Margaret.
I am Jack.
And hello. How is everyone? How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. Oh, I'm fine. don't worry about me. I'm
what
fine.
about you? How are you?
No, I'm fine. You don't have to ask. Don't worry. I'm fine. That was a very jaunty intro from you.
How are you?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah,
Positive?
Sure.
I feel like you're no longer okay because I didn't ask immediately how you were.
That my feelings have been crushed.
Compromise.
I'll leave.
Oh no!
I'll go. Don't worry. I think I put that in because I feel like that is like peak comfort.
That's it.
That's where we're comfortable.
There it is. There's
yeah. Like
100%, I agree.
You can tell, like, we don't mind having a laugh. We don't mind being a bit loud. We don't mind being a bit weird.
Like taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah. I think that's where it was. That's where
that's the moment.
That was the moment. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
That was very funny.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You've never worn the teddy coat since?
I haven't because it immediately got fucking boiling.
It did. Have you still got it?
I've still got it, but it's hung up. Right. It's hung up on the back of my office door.
Right.
And one time I saw a dead spider on the back of the door, and I'm scared now that if I put the...
Tell me and I'll waft it outside.
Thank you. I'm scared. Well, no, I'm scared now. If I put it on, there's going to be like a nest of spiders in it or something like that. So it's a whole thing. I love the teddy coat. I do love the teddy coats. People really like the teddy coat.
I think
it's
cute.
Thank you.
There's a sticker of you in the teddy coat.
There's a sticker of me in the teddy coat, but it's way too hot now to ever possibly.
Hot. It's like today. The sun's not even out. It's 23 degrees or something.
So fucking warm. Yeah. We're going to come back into spooky season eventually, though. So soonish. This is the penultimate. Actually, no, it's not. I ran out of steam. I ran out of steam finding these videos. I can't stress
I can only imagine.
It took me so long.
You say you've run out of steam. We have 20 clips.
20, yeah.
That's a lot of clips,
Yeah,
Marcus.
Towards the end, I was definitely running out of steam. And, we're definitely not getting into the back end of, the most recent videos. But that's kind of, the fun of it, you know?
I wanted to see more of the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's the point. And, this is the penultimate. There is a couple of other random scattered ones after this one. But this is the penultimate of the official clips that I wanted to show.
Okay.
So this is from episode 25. So this is, pretty much, halfway through. Compared to where we are now.
Yeah.
I would like to say before we go any further in today's episode, we have a very exciting announcement.
Yes, we do.
Roll the VT.
Roll the clip.
Oh my God. The Eldritch Podblast is sponsored service live. Everyone's gonna know when you intro it.
Babe, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m. It's gonna be light soon, you know?
Yeah, but the Eldritch Podblast Discord just launched, literally right now at the time of watching.
What?
Yeah, I mean, some of the Squad Blasters are currently chilling out in some of the D&D channels. Well, we can seek some advice, share some memes, create some characters together.
Wow. That's a lot of channels.
Yeah, it is. And that's not even including all the human skin suit chat. You can see in the background, just the two of us in the Discord. Some more D&D. I guess I can just jump into one of the LFG chats and look for another group to play with. And then, when I've made my character, I can just head over to Artist Alley and maybe get a commission on my character.
Margaret, you don't need any more commissions.
I might even jump into some of the voice channel chats for my new D&D group because we love a safe space to hang out with our friends in our community.
Is there any other channels?
Oh yeah. Some would even say there's a DM channel. You know, for DMs to hang out in, bounce some ideas off of each other. The Discord's live! Woo, Discord's live!
Wow.
God.
27 episodes ago it launched. There's now over 750 people in that Discord.
Isn't that absolutely wild? Like,
insane.
Absolutely insane.
Insane.
And, like, you know what? I wanted to include that for a couple of reasons because that was, like, the very first, like, non-like, YouTube, like podcast thing we had done. Yeah. And it was, like, the first skit we had done. And people really liked it.
People did like the skits.
Let me tell you, it was hell to film.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It was so hard to film.
It's very, very hard to film.
Because we don't have... Look at us. This isn't... Yeah, like this isn't a professional...
No.
Professional podcasters.
Professional podcast.
It was so hard to film. We'd never done anything like that before, and like editing it was really hard. But yeah, it was really cute.
We filmed it like the night before.
We did film it the night before.
I edited it like fucking like 12 at night. Yeah, or something like
it was man. And again, like looking, you can see there's two of us in the Discord.
Yeah.
And I don't think we knew what to expect from the Discord either. Like we didn't. The people had asked for it and we thought maybe, I remember being like, what if no one joins? What if no one's interested in joining?
Yeah, okay.
And, you know, today we have like, 750 people maybe? Like, it's...
Which is enormous Discord server.
A huge Discord server.
It's mad to think there's 3,000 subscribers and there's 750. It's like
I know.
A third of people watching
insane
in the Discord.
Absolutely insane.
I do want to, I remember the first week I did like a map building thing in there.
Yes.
And I do want to get back to doing some stuff like that.
Agreed.
But I do think we're going to do, like, we want your input, by the way, right now.
Give me
it right now. On Patreon.
Yes.
Because we are going to do it.
We are definitely going to do it.
We've tossed and turned about exactly what to include.
Yep.
We want to include things like getting the video maybe a day early and
having your own channel in the Discord that we're more active.
That we're going to be like active in. Stuff
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
And then just like maybe doing, I don't know, like
a live stream every month. Like with questions.
Do you want like workshops?
Yeah, like what do you want?
With me to like help you build encounters and stuff like
that. Yeah.
Like you tell us what you want because we are like, we're close to doing it.
We're close to doing it, but we just
don't want to like make you pay for something and then not get what you want out of it.
Totally.
Because, you know, we want you to get out of it what you want out of it. So, you know, like, we'll have tiers where it's just like, you get the video early, you get to support the podcast, you get an extra Discord channel where you get to, like, talk betwixt yourselves and us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'll probably be, like, the lowest tier. And then we'll go up from there.
Yeah.
So, let us know other things that you would like if you do want to be a part of it. And we'd love your feedback on that.
Yeah, we would, very much so.
Cheers.
So yeah, the Discord,
man.
I remember sitting there and having people coming in, and it was just it was like euphoria.
We cleared our schedule that night,
whole day.
We put the video up, and we
sat and waited.
We sat on the Discord and waited. We sat at our PCs and waited, and we welcomed every single person for the first night.
Yeah, we did.
Came in.
And we ended the night on 100 people,
which was insane,
absolutely wild.
We were like, it would be cool if like 10 people joined.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
People joined.
Couldn't believe it. It was. God, it was wild, and what it morphed into, then what it morphed away from as well.
Yeah.
Like. Insane.
Yeah.
Like I think I included a clip. Maybe I lied. Maybe this isn't like the last clip because this doesn't look like it. But I could be wrong.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry,
but-
isn't it?
Yeah. What did I say? Was that episode 25? Did I say?
Yes, because it was like the halfway point.
Yeah.
50.
So this is episode 27. So this is, I remember, because we filmed them on the same day. The second one we filmed, we didn't know if anyone had joined the Discord yet at that point. So this is us. I think this is the actual clip. Matthew, he joined, and after a few hours, he messaged us in our group chat, and he was like, everyone in this Discord server is so wholesome and so sweet. And we were like, yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It's like Matthew said that to us.
He did. He said he joined, like, I don't know if he joined the first day, but he joined. And he was like, he went out of his way to be like, everyone is so nice in here, which
is true. And it's still the same truth today.
Yeah.
Like, everyone in there is just so lovely.
Yeah.
And whether it's just you post pictures of the food you eat, whether it's you just talk in the DM chat, maybe you draw some maps, maybe you've put up a group, and like there's so many games being played from the Discord now.
There is so many D&D groups that have formed now.
Whether
that play
they
every
play
week.
in the Discord or they play on their own Discord or whatever.
A lot of people do
like,
play in the
so
Discord.
many groups have come together from the Discord.
Yeah, it's insane. We have like maybe like 5 or 6 groups now,
And,
which
like,
is insane.
Like campaigns,
Campaigns,
It's
full on,
insane.
like, long-term campaigns. Absolutely insane.
And like the homebrew challenge in there and everything. I don't know, it's just so good.
It is.
And I do just want to get the Patreon up so we can just do like that another one event
and go
a week
back to that. Yeah,
in
definitely.
there, like in the voice chat with people and like chatting away.
Hello. Sorry if the camera's changed and we've changed a little bit. We forgot that Jack was going to pick his parents up from the airport.
I had to go and pick my parents up from the airport.
So we had to take a little break.
Nothing happened.
Through the power of video editing.
Through the power of video editing, we're back.
It's been half a second for you.
Half a second.
Who knows how long for us?
Never mind.
So, I remember where we left off. The next clip I had is, I think it's, I was
21.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh, there's 20 clips.
Not that you know how many there is.
You know how many clips
but
there
I
is.
know how many clips there is.
So, this is actually like the third to last. This is this is like the third to last one. So this was from episode 33. So we're getting into it.
We're getting into it now. It's quite late on.
Yeah, we're getting into it. And to be honest,
this doesn't feel that long ago.
No, there really isn't that many kind of in the later episodes because naturally we kind of wanted to talk about like the
earlier episodes.
Earlier episodes.
The things that happened earlier but that's the point, isn't it? 6 months. We want to reflect on all the early days.
Yeah, the early days. So, you know what? We'll play a clip, then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Come along.
Please do. We'd love to have
We're
you.
nearly at 400 members,
which is absolutely wild.
Insane.
Like, we cannot believe how fast it's gone because it's not even been a month. It's been maybe like 3 weeks.
Wild. 3 weeks.
I know.
But
at time of watching it will be a bit longer.
Yeah, probably.
But
close to a month.
Yeah,
we're in the same outfit.
It's grown.
Yeah, because
so
we're
incredibly
talking about
fast. And this is
Podblast
kind of
stuff,
something I
innit?
wanted to touch on is, you know what? I think we both just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who has joined the Discord, who has seen that this is our first time doing anything like this.
Like the podcast, the Discord, like the merch line.
Yeah, all the game servers. Like it's our first time doing all of this, and we are fuddling through this.
Oh, we
are barely clinging on for life here at this point.
Yeah, I'm like crawling over the finish line.
Yeah, and sometimes we're not even reaching the finish line.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like I've just set off and I've begun to crawl.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I can't even set off.
Yeah, sometimes I actually turn around and run the other way.
So, yeah, you know what? I considered maybe not putting that in the same way on the day that we filmed it. We considered not keeping it in, and that was a very, very abridged version of what we actually said.
Yes. I think the thing is with that, though, that was a point where we'd started the Discord and you know, we'd made some extra rules after people came in and the game servers and like some things that happened in the game servers. You know, games get involved, like things happen and things like that. I don't think we actually gave ourselves enough credit.
No, I don't
don't think we did either.
For 99.9% of the Discord,
yeah,
no one cared or knew anything about it.
Yeah, oh my god, 100%.
What was it? The Minecraft server got hacked.
Yeah, like, so again, I don't really know how much we actually said about it, but I know that we talked about it loads and we cut out loads of it.
Yeah.
And I remember we had to stop because I just sat here and cried about it. Looking back at this, I can see that this was like a really low point for me.
Yeah.
Like,
This affected you quite badly.
It did affect me quite badly. And again, the reason I wanted to put this in, not to put a downer on it, the reason I wanted to put this in is,
that's life though, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's kind of like an honest look back at things that had happened. And really, throughout the whole 6 months, it has been like amazing. It's been an amazing journey. And this was, when I think back, the only down point for me that really got to me. And like we said, we just opened the Discord server. We started getting involved with some game servers that we'd never done. And let's face it, I was in there too much. I got like really like invested in everything that was going on there. I was going in the voice chats like every night.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was burning myself out. And like kind of like parasocial relationships were happening when I didn't realize they were happening.
Yeah.
And I think it's even fair to say that like a couple of people like took quite bad advantage of
you being in there
in those situations. And hey, this is all sorted now. And like Jack said, what spurred this on was the fucking Minecraft server.
Minecraft server got hacked by Joy Coconut, or his name is.
Oh yeah, and
or an imitation Joy Coconut.
I want to make it clear. The Minecraft server was not password protected. Okay?
Yeah, it was our fault.
The Minecraft server was basically open for anyone.
Open fair game.
And,
come on in, hack.
And it happened.
It happened.
And
Margaret felt really quite responsible.
I did. And
we were just trying our best.
We were, and that's what we're saying here
is
like, I think we thought people cared more than they did because they really didn't.
Literally no one cares.
You know, from where I was coming from, like, we had just created this space, right? And people were saying this was the first time they'd felt like connected and in a group and welcome and safe. And to me, it felt like a personal failing for me.
Yeah.
It felt like I had let everyone down.
Yeah.
It felt like I had like compromised people's safe space. People spent a lot of time in that Minecraft server and a lot of stuff got destroyed and I couldn't handle the rollback either.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, these things happen outside of games. These things happen outside of our Discord. These things happen
obviously.
In IRL. These things happen.
Yeah,
So it's it was because you felt like personally responsible.
I felt personally responsible. I did.
You didn't need to.
I didn't need to. I really didn't need to. Yeah. And no one blamed you. No, I know.
But Margaret blamed herself.
I did. Looking back on it, I really feel for us there. I can see on our faces how stressed out I was.
Yeah.
Maybe I know that more because I know that I sat here and I cried and we had to cut all the crying out. Like I was so stressed out by it, and this was me realizing that like the Podblast was bigger than just us now. Like we had a community and we really cared for our community, and it was just a wild ride, and it's scary doing anything for your first time as well.
I think that me and Margaret are both very emotional people in the moment. Like
very
when
much
some things
so.
just happen to us, it's like I'm always a believer, especially now, in taking a day or two to calm down and stuff like that.
Totally. And we hadn't taken the time to cool down from that point.
No, we were just still in it raw it was really like literally the morning after that we recorded that podcast.
Yeah,
so we were a bit devastated.
Yeah, so I wanted to leave that in just to show that, you know, there is sides of it. And this also, we didn't have mods when we started the Discord server. And that was the turning point.
That was like the catalyst.
That was the turning point. And again, I mentioned earlier, like how the Discord morphed into something that morphed away. I think with us being in the voice chat so much and the voice servers, we were quite simply giving too much of ourselves away.
Yeah.
We were making ourselves, me especially, too available. I was too accessible to people, and it wasn't fair on anyone, being completely honest, like us included. So it was a really
it was a painful learning point at the time, but a learning point nonetheless.
Yeah. And those things are just the things that happen when you do things like this.
Yeah.
When you have a Discord, when you have a YouTube channel, when you have a TikTok, just things happen. Things happen and you learn from them.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought it,
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk
Who'd
it?
have thought? And, I also want to take this time to shout out to our Discord mods.
Yeah.
Oh my God, our Discord mods. Again, at the time they joined, we referred to it as the Wild West.
Yeah.
Because the Discord was a little bit of the Wild West at that point.
At the beginning it was, because we didn't know
we had no idea what we were
on.
doing. And our mods came in and they took up the task, and they really, really helped us through. They stepped up the plate.
Yeah.
And it was our mods who actually put me into a voice chat, and they were like, Margaret, you need to take a break. You need to disconnect yourself a little bit. And trust us. We'll hold the place down. And they did, and it was the best thing for me at that time. So thank you to our mods. Our mods are some of our really close friends now.
TY mods.
Thank you. We couldn't have done this without you, mods.
Yeah, we couldn't have. It's true.
Honestly, we really appreciate
Thank you.
Thanks, mods.
Mod.
Thank you, mod.
Mod.
One singular mod.
Single mod.
Mod.
Mod 1, mod 2. Mod 3.
So on and so forth. But no, seriously, thank you. So the clips, I stopped naming the clips properly.
I see that there's no more numbers.
There's no more.
And it's just phrases. There's one that says hank you.
No, Hank you's the last one. Hank you's the last one.
Hank you is the last one. Okay.
And it's just Hank and the letter U.
Hank you.
Hank you.
Show me next.
I guess we'll go for this one, which just says EP 39.
Okay.
Oh,
tiny little.
Just a little thing.
Very small.
Just a little thing.
Announcement about something.
Yeah. Editing Margaret, roll the clip.
Roll the clip. As the dragon lands in front of you. I thought I could smell human flesh. Margaret, it's Rayla's turn. What's she doing? Do you remember how long it took us to get that shot?
So long.
Okay, Rayla's going to wild shape. She's going to use her magical item to rage as well. She is going to run right in, and she's going to get a natural 20.
What do you mean you got a natural 20? I haven't even rolled yet. How did you know?
See, when you wear Eldritch Podblast merch, you will always roll natural 20.
Oh.
What?
There it is.
There it is, the rancid man.
The rancid man.
The rancid man.
20.
You have no idea how long it took us to roll, all those natural 20s.
My God, it took us so long to roll all those natural 20s. Look at us. I'm going for it.
The Eldritch Podblast cannot and will not be held responsible if you do or do not roll a natural 20 while wearing our merchandise. T's and C's apply. You can forward all complaints to our manager, Bully.
Yeah!
He is the manager. It's finally happened. It's here, baby.
The merch, baby.
The merch is here, baby.
I wish. I don't know if this is. Man, it kind of feels like that. That doesn't feel like that long ago. Like 39.
Well, that was 15 episodes ago now, ish.
Yeah, so nearly 3 months ago. To be fair,
that's a long time ago.
That is actually a long time ago. I was about to be like, oh, that's really recent, and looking at it, going from the first episode to then the fourth episode to being like, we'll get a submission form, and then the 17th episode maybe to say we had a Discord,
and then from that moment to this moment,
to have the merch,
merch already dropped. I don't know, I feel like we've done so much.
I feel like we have
these first 6 months. I feel like we've done so much,
more
than I feel like a lot of people would get. That's why I feel so privileged and happy.
I feel like, again, we said this in the beginning of the video, I think that we were kind of nervous about doing things and just going for it and doing it, but it's just been good fun, innit?
And I did think of the idea of the clip there.
He did. It was God, we were a few days away from the merch launch, and we knew we were like a few days away from the merch launch, and then we didn't have an idea. And I think we were laying in bed, and you were just like,
and we were driving, and and I just turned to you and I said, "Hear me out.
Yeah.
Listen to what I've got to say.
Listen up.
This is what we do."
Yeah, and it's great. And that was the second skit we ever did.
Yeah,
it was slightly easier to film.
That
this
was
time
way
around
easier to film
because it was like less clips and much shorter. I think.
Yeah. And I think we just had a way clearer idea.
Totally.
Whereas the first one, we were just sort of like cobbling a few ideas together, like as we went.
Yeah, and we left it till last minute. We left this till last minute as well.
This was day before, not night before.
Yes. And I remember the episode went up late because we had to edit it and put it in.
I had to edit that and put it in. Oh man. Or was it day of?
I think it was day of, Jack.
It might have been day of.
I think it was day of, which
leaving things to the last minute.
We do love to leave things to the last minute, But I
still think it was good though.
No, I'm
think proud
so
of
too.
the little skit.
I'm still really proud of the merch as well.
I'm proud
honestly,
of the merch. I think the merch is great.
I really love the heavy metal one.
I think that's my favorite.
I worked on it for so long,
and we did the spray paint ourselves. And we posted a photo of it ages ago. If I remember, I'll put it up here. He's not writing the times. I know she didn't write a timestamp for when that one went in as well. So, this is the Wild West of the video. You've gotten to the point where it's like, 2 hours, 40 minutes in or something like that. Now you're in the Wild West. How's it feel? How's it feel to be in the Wild West? You let me know. Okay, one second. What was this? This was graphic of merch.
The graphic of merch.
Okay.
Yeah. No, graphic of the spray paint. Like it took us so long to do the spray paint. I was gonna say you don't care. I feel
it did take
absolutely
ages to get the graphics spray paint. It took many a white palette.
Yeah, many. And we tried like loads of fonts on the internet as well to try and get like the actual font we wanted, and we couldn't find one, so we just thought, let's just do our own spray paint, and we did. We tried to find a bunch on the internet that just didn't work. They weren't exactly. And the thing is, for Margaret, if it's not exactly what she wants, it's not good enough. It ain't going.
So we had to buy some palettes, and we had some spray paint anyway. So then we just went outside and did it over and over again. And we thought that Margaret was going to be better at it,
and you were better at it.
But
you were considerably better at it than me.
You really struggled.
I really did.
And I don't know why.
I don't know. I
think
thought
you like struggled with like the distance.
Yeah, I think I did.
Because with spray paint, it's all about like distance and how long you hold it, and if you want the leak, you gotta.
So that's.
I'm talking as if I know anything about spray paint.
So the SB on the t-shirt is drawn by Jack's own hand, and the moon is hand drawn by myself as well, and the logo's obviously.
Made by Margaret.
Made by my hands.
My hands.
So
cute.
Yeah, and thank you everyone who
bought a t-shirt.
Yeah,
you can still buy one now if you haven't.
Oh my god.
Or if you have and you want another one, you can.
Merch plug. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much to everyone who bought a t-shirt. Again, you haven't been with us for too long. You know what I mean? 6 months in and wanting to. I mean, at that point, it was like 3-4 months in, maybe.
Yeah.
And you bought our first merch release, which was insane. So
it will sell on for millions in a few years.
When
we're famous.
Yeah. All right. So this is the last clip. Can you see what it's called?
Yes, I can.
This is the last clip.
This is the last clip.
I don't know.
What about Hank You?
No, Hank You's kind of like the closing.
Oh,
the closing statements, you know?
The closing statements.
Yeah, Hank You's the closing
Hank You's the closing statements. Hank You.
Hank You. I can see you putting the pen to paper to make a note for me.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No! I haven't heard it yet. I've got my headphones on.
And the thing is, with the power of editing, I can put this clip in literally whenever. So this is the last clip. I don't know what episode this was from. I didn't write it down. But it was recent.
This is a recent one.
It was definitely recent.
Zug to my. I just spell it. I want to have a look.
Z-U-Jed. Stop. Cut it. No. I nearly passed out there. No.
Did you all hear that?
No.
Z-U. No. Jed. Oh my god, that was the fucking funniest thing.
It's the way I said it, and you just went.
Fucking Jed.
Jed is still something we say to this
God.
day.
Oh yeah, great every day.
You know, in games when you say GGs.
GGs. Because obviously you were trying to say
ZUGG.
But you said ZUGG.
I said Jed. We just go Jed.
Jed.
We also go good Jed.
Good Jed game. GG, Jed.
And my excuse was I don't spell in big letters.
Oh my god, Jed.
Jed. I feel like
that is the funniest thing. That and Portakabin.
No.
That and Portakabin are the two funniest things I've ever said.
Oh, so Jed, everyone. Jed.
Gamers, Jed.
And, a few notable other ones that I was going to try and find the clip for, but I think at this point, it was like the day before we were filming this, and I simply had no gas left in the tank. I was going to get the clip for Unrestful.
Yeah.
Where that first came in. Unrestful, because that's become a huge thing. And I was speaking to Kay, one of our mods, and Kay was like, you need to find the clip where Jack made that really loud screaming noise. And how long has that door been open?
Don't know.
Oh no. I hope he didn't see into that room. And it was the one where the DM made everyone act out in real time and you screamed for the fireball.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone is so lucky I turned that down because you would have died from the supersonic blast that was your scream.
Yeah.
She was like, you should find it. I completely...
This is Kay.
This is Kay.
Kay has been obsessed with that clip. Yeah. She's always wanted to know how loud I screamed.
And you know what? She even went and found the episode for me, but I completely forgot to put it in here. I don't even know if I have the raw files for it anymore.
I don't even know if it was that loud.
It was so loud.
Was it?
I had to turn it down so much. It was
so... I do it again.
No. So those were like the notable moments.
So cute. It's so beautiful looking back on it all, isn't it?
I know, isn't it?
It's just so nice.
It is, and
I can't wait until we do our year one.
Yeah,
and we get to look at every moment since now.
Like when I was putting this together, I was like, it's wild to think that in like another 6 months we're gonna be doing like the year one.
The year.
Like, and what's the year one gonna have? No. God, back in the day when we could sing things and swear and it not matter, and now
gotta care about the dollar bills now.
Yeah, dollar bills.
YouTube pays good cash money.
So I have. Shall we end it with Hank You?
I'd like to figure out what Hank You is. I'm almost like obsessed with Hank You now.
Hank You.
Yeah, I'm like.
What is it? What could it possibly
what is
be?
Hank You?
All right,
because there's one at the bottom that says thank you, but that was
and thank you is written like
thank you, but we're not watching thank you. We're watching Hank You. I don't know why. I don't know the difference between the two.
Listen. I can see you making a note. Thank you, Jack.
Yes. Of course.
I'll get it loaded up. I think it's gonna start immediately. No, Sogtamoy.
No.
Sorry. I've lost all ability to control technology.
Let's go.
It would appear. And the worst thing is, all of that babbling, you're not gonna hear anything because through the power of editing, I haven't put the clip in yet. So this is Hank.
This is Hank You.
Hi, welcome to Eldritch Podblast. Welcome to episode 2, episode 3, episode 6, episode 17, episode 30, episode 49 of
the Eldritch Podblast.
Well, if you're here, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you again to all the new subscribers.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks everyone who's watched the videos. Go on, just pick them up.
Yeah, thank you. And as always, we just want to say a really big thank you.
I know we've already said it, but thank you all so much.
Should we do the... Go on.
Yeah?
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you.
I truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
Truly, thank you. So it's nice to know that you're rooting for us so much.
We love you all.
We love you so much.
Yeah, we'll stop gushing about now.
Well,
but thank you. To many more celebrations to come.
Indeed. Happy 1 month, everyone. This is for you as well.
Thank you very much for joining us. We have been the Eldritch Podblast.
Eldritch Podblast. Thanks a lot.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. What do you think?
You're crying.
No, you're crying.
No, you're crying.
No, you're crying.
I can see you.
No,
You're
I'm
crying.
not. I'm not crying. Wait. I just wanted to put together a little something.
Thank you.
You know, over the course of the 6 months, there's been a lot of milestones. There's been
more milestones than I think either of us would have imagined at this point.
There's been a lot of thank yous.
A lot of thank you.
There's, been a lot of sincere thank yous. There's been a lot of progression from both of us, a lot of change. And, I wanted to end it on that because ultimately, this is a big thank you.
Yeah.
A big thank you to you because we wouldn't be doing any of this. We wouldn't be here at our 6 months.
We wouldn't be thanking anyone.
Yeah.
Because, you don't, I feel like it's tough, innit? It's like, you don't want to say that you would have given up, but there was no way we were going to give up because we got so much.
Yeah.
We've had so much in this very small amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've got so much to thank you for.
Mm-hmm.
And we've made it here because you've made us want to make it here.
Yeah, exactly.
And, sometimes, even on bad days when you're not in the mood, I don't mind filming the Podblast because I'm still excited for it and stuff like that. So it's good. I love it. And I'm so glad that you're all here with us now in 6 months. And I'm so excited for another 6 months.
I know.
And it's just nice to look back at episode 1 to episode 50, whatever this is, 3, and be able to still say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It is. It's been a very humbling experience.
Yeah.
It's been a very encouraging experience. Again, the point when we realized it was more than just us. I think you can see it in episode 7 when we start realizing that our words have actual meaning behind them, and if we can just change one person's mind and we can make one person feel better or feel supported or the amount of people, we get a lot of horror stories in.
Yeah.
And the amount of people who have said, thank you for reading out my horror story and thank you for validating how I feel because I felt like I was going crazy just keeping it to myself. That's why we do it.
Yeah, of course it is.
That's why we do it.
Do it for you.
We do it for you, and we wouldn't be doing any of this.
At the beginning, we were doing it for us.
Yeah.
Because, we wanted to make a podcast.
Yeah, of course.
But very, very quickly, it turned from doing it for us to doing it for you.
Yeah.
And we still do it for ourselves in a way, but I think we do it for ourselves because we like to help you.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, that was very sweet.
You liked it.
Thanks for editing that together.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't seem okay.
Just got a lot of emotions, It's just a very emotional thing. It's the biggest thing in our lives. It's the most important thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think. And it's more important than I think we ever thought it was going to be.
It's way more important than I think either of us thought it was ever going to be.
Yeah, I didn't think ever talking about D&D on the internet would lead to so much personal satisfaction and being able to connect people together because we have connected people together.
Yeah.
So it's easy, I think, maybe to not forget that, but it's easy to get into the grind of filming, every week and getting 2 videos out every week and doing the editing and, picking the stories. I think it's not that we ever forget that, but it's nice. It's nice to go back to that and remember why we do it.
Yeah.
I think.
I know exactly why I do it. But yeah, like you said, sometimes when it's late at night and you got to edit the video for the next day and stuff
sometimes
like
it doesn't feel worth it.
Yeah, and you can get a little bit lost in the sauce sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
So I think, it is nice to remember that we have connected people together and we have helped people through tough times and stuff like that.
And you've helped us through tough times.
You've let us know and we appreciate it, and always do let us know because it is nice to hear. And we appreciate you.
We do. We appreciate you so much. Shall we hit him with a final... Yeah, here he goes. Oh, mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah.
Mwah, mwah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
We love you so much.
We do. We love you all so much. Every single one of you.
It's been such an insane ride.
Yeah.
Here's to, as you said, many more.
Many, many more.
This is all for you.
All for you.
And I think that's it, really.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end it on.
Yeah.
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 I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll end it now.
Before I get emotional again, you know how people make like fan edits for people. Did I just make our own fan edit for ourselves?
Yeah.
Is that what I
You just made a fan edit about us.
I'm so sorry.
So,
yeah, we hope you enjoyed that.
we hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a bit self-serving for us, but,
Yeah, but it was nice to see how far it's come.
it was.
But the thing is, it doesn't come that far without you all.
Yeah.
So you were just as much involved in that as we were.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay.
Roll them out.
I'll roll you out.
Roll them out. Go on.
If you liked the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up down below.
Mhm.
Leave a comment with your favourite moments so far of the Eldritch
Yep.
Podblast.
Was it in there? Was it not in there?
Was it in there? Was it not
Yeah,
in there?
yeah.
Hit the bell to be notified when we upload a video on a Monday and a Thursday. I nearly said Wednesday.
No.
But that's not the truth.
Oh, no.
And then subscribe if you haven't already. I know most of you are. It is free. And I love you.
I love you.
Bully
We'll
loves
see
you.
you on Thursday.
We've been the Eldritch Pod. Bye.